Good thing I caught the bolognese at this point. Oh, shite.
Yep.
Fucking hell. Good thing I at least still have link of those coordinates. Oh well. Well, if there's a way to simply get past any potential checkpoints, I can always find it.
Unlike that, like, hey nephew, I'm like, hey.
I have ducks.
His old man energy's getting to him. He's becoming dementia.
Sure, I'll take your ever I need a new one. Do you think they're interchangeable? If I take your eye and put it in my head, can you see out of my head? I mean, that's technically what they could do.
Not really.
Okay, not where I thought that.
I mean, you've got more organic eyes than I do.
I thought you was wearing goggles this whole time.
No, no. People always get a kick out of it. Hang on, let me just...
But they got one out, it's not the same, I don't like
Suck
it.
it away.
It's just kind of how it goes.
So these stores always candy. Just a squirrel, you know?
It's a
Squirrel with
secret
hide the nuts.
compartment, eh? Hey,
Well, it's a
Charles,
limbo
you there?
ring, really.
Is
It's
that where
like...
you store soup in your
Technically,
fucking
it's the
eye socket?
case.
No, because
I guess it's more making sure something's tightened properly, you know?
Will grow in it if I don't have the little marble I have in here. Magnetically attracted marble.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, she might be dead.
Nate, I think I just realized something.
What?
We're brothers.
Hello.
We're missing an eye.
How are you?
The same size.
Okay.
We've got radical
There you
hair.
go.
Our ears are kind of funky.
I'm missing a part of my ear.
We're both covered in scars.
I'm white, you're white,
Oh my god, you're the same person.
but I'm not white, I'm black.
And both of our eyes are
I'm a
fucked.
blackbird.
Our arms are
Well,
fucked.
Bird said I was.
Wow, what is that?
Wait, Butch gave you the pass.
Butch gave you pass?
I'm a blackbird.
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
I thought Butch giving you the pass meant that you could ogle women and they would somehow like it.
Huh.
I got Marge.
Oh, nearly.
Yeah,
Bring me a Marge.
Butch apparently somebody who's
dating her
committed
for
to
over a
that
year
didn't
now.
stop him from.
Oh my
As soon
god.
as Eddie was gonna bust
Aye.
your ears, just
Nice.
I like Marge.
Marge is nice.
We both eat bugs. Okay,
Hey,
bring
bugs.
her little snacks and treats because it's all she could eat.
I've eaten bugs.
Do you hunt bugs?
I mean, no.
I eat blowflies.
We know Charles.
Very
But
tasty
you gotta wash
burgers.
your hand. Your hand's still dirty, you need to wash
Is she
it.
still as
Dirty,
she
it's
was?
turning into stone.
I know, I'm missing you.
Is Marge still as she was?
She's a bug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And things change so many times. I was like, is it still same? Like,
Don't cut yourself.
What if I'm carving myself?
oh dear. No. Don't. No.
Did you
No,
touch
not
him,
when
like,
Does that mean at some point you could
sandals?
carve your set? If you get bored enough, you could just carve your hand into a hook?
He does this now.
Become a pirate.
See, it's weird.
Yeah, except I want to keep my fucking fingers.
Since he held a woman's hand and turned to stone.
Is
no.
that the story, Nate?
Hold phones.
That's what
hold
I'm
that.
making.
I don't know, carve off enough rock so you could just put a hook into your palm or something and feel like it.
Charles,
What is going on?
high of your stone hand.
What? Let's go.
He wouldn't marry a goat that me and Gil set him up with, so he got cursed.
Yeah,
I don't
especially
feel comfortable.
Yeah, that's that magic shite you're
Do
trying.
you want to tap Kaya? Or do you not want to tap?
Necromancy.
You don't have to tell me.
He's a necromancer.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
My bad.
Oh,
My
those
bad.
do that.
My
Why did you do that?
I didn't mean to. You were just
The ballet.
I didn't like
What if I like fell on like a needle here? I could have died.
That's like a little lucky.
What?
I guess that's. Is it permanent?
Yep, I'm growing.
What?
Are you going to become a gargoyle?
Most likely not, on account of not being a man.
Huh?
No, yet.
What's in your hair?
What about my hair?
No, they got in their hair.
Oh, what? Yeah, what? Yeah, they got snakes in their
Big
hair.
part.
You got the cyber hair? Oh.
No, I don't have
Cyber
cyber. I bleach my hair in a way where I put the bleach specific places. I don't have a condition. I think. I'd like to believe I don't.
Other than being
But I bleach my hair in these specific places.
Let me
and then
double
I just,
check.
like, let it out. It's called raccoon bleaching.
I think a good chunk of garage is interested in the
You guys are so
document.
old and not keep up with the ticky-tacky trends.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
you knew about that?
So what?
I
When I
did.
hit the gritty, I was nearly
I wish I
killed.
did not. It was not Kai's choice. It hit me out of nowhere.
My sympathy.
Boom! Wanted to be
Is your bar gonna be open soon?
This isn't my bar anymore.
I hit the wrong corner. I got sent flying
I
across
don't
the
know
street.
who's
Just go down to the pawn shop in the bar.
Sorry about that.
Yes, drinks and bullets. Woo!
Didn't you see you up there? You think I would, considering I have a habit of looking up.
Forever
Come down to the
war.
pawn bar where you can buy a crowbar and
Everyone looks up.
They open it. Oh, there's
To my advantage.
Yeah, the weight of the voting audit could actually sustain you, Cupcake, unlike me.
Where? To where? No, I assume you would follow me. Oh my god, okay. Alright, we're going this way. We're going this way.
It's because we stole his. Well, it's not even his seat. But
It's not
Did
his.
anyone even sign up to work bar today? 1 second.
Hey,
I
pal.
don't know. I don't
Chilansky.
know.
No, I told Hansky to throw that away again because he replaced my tire with that.
No one did.
Oh.
That's funny.
Oh,
I
so
don't know.
Should I
past me just
screaming?
Use it as a
Should
replacement.
I just
Good
sign up
question. I didn't hear
at the
anything
same
scream.
time? It would be kind of
It's all
funny.
about Foxtag.
Or I wasn't paying attention in your road.
That scream was out of my earshot.
Am I meant to be hearing Cupcake right now?
Yeah.
Cupcake is above you.
Yes.
It's not exactly it's not exactly a soundproof warning.
Radio
Up here, but
signals.
I'm gonna give credit.
Cupcake, that's
to
basically
Giles.
plywood. How heavy are you?
I'm not that heavy.
I mean, he's kind of hollow.
What?
He's all ribs, right?
I'm not that heavy.
I mean, he's lighter than
How heavy
me,
are you?
I'd wager.
Do it. Cupcake.
I think we should have a day where we do a medical check.
He's probably like
to weigh-
thrice me height but a third me
and
weight.
everything.
Way too, was I? Yeah.
I'm big, not heavy.
You mean a physical?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have small and heavy.
Doctors do. I have done them before.
Yeah,
Floor
something like
tracking.
that.
Kai's grown 4
Not a
inches in
waterway.
height.
I should bring everything and go.
I'm very happy.
Hey, it's Liberty.
Although regarding work, I probably should actually get me sent to garage.
Honestly, can no longer kick over my head because I have 4 inches taller.
Ooh, can you kick 4 inches?
Oh, they see they're in a bitch.
I trust you. I'm trusting you. I'm trusting you.
I
I'm
trust
trusting
you,
you.
but I don't fully trust this situation.
Okay, I'm trusting
Alright.
you.
I'm standing back a little so I don't actually kick you in the head.
Okay, I'm trusting
Watch.
you.
That kind of
okay, I'm
breezes
safe.
over your head.
Oh, you'd almost.
Is this the
died
martial
there.
artist equivalent of shooting an arrow through an apple?
Okay, we're safe. Okay, we're safe.
Okay. I feel like if you were
Yeah, if you put little spices on your. Don't push your luck. If you put little spices
No,
on your
this-
feet, you could like do a haircut.
I don't want to do that.
Edwards is.
Also, like,
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be so. Yeah, no, I can only imagine the damage you could do if you put switchblades on your heels.
if I did that, I'd feel horrible.
My weapons is to keep Woodley.
Fucking hell.
10:20.
Yeah?
Jeez, like
You had to treat me before.
Let's let it work.
Yeah, I'll do it on.
So I'm not getting a drink before I need to go there any road.
advantage than some
Oh, yeah,
other ways.
Polly.
That means you gotta try harder.
Nope. Careful you don't get those antennas stuck in me gears, eh?
No, I'm not. I smell pretty good,
Yeah, you
actually.
are. Now you smell like a raccoon.
Nuh-uh, you smell like a raccoon.
Can't be any worse than what Mega Building used to smell like. That's a couples argue right there. Jesus whipped. We're still alive. Oh yeah, Mars.
Ah, I see.
That knowledge I tried to give you bear any potential fruit?
Well, the information that you gave them, they came up to me running and then screaming about some sort of propaganda. I don't know what you told them.
Hmm?
What did you tell them?
No, so, well, what do you mean, like talking to Exy, or?
Talking to XCOs.
Why are you shoes like
It's about the same thing I told you about the, incident.
Which incident?
Yeah, the suspicions. I know I remember I think Exy saying that you lot can't really do anything without concrete evidence.
Oh, about the attack on the work site. Well, yes.
Aye.
Well, we're not kids.
Yeah, no, I don't know what propaganda she thinks I've been nattering about.
But, well, there's no evidence. Second of all, the people that attacked were a lot more tactical. Bob is a wild animal. My apologies if that's a bit
fair.
racist, but he's a wild animal and he fights like a wild animal. Plus, he's cuckoo, so...
Ain't true, but don't rule him out.
Like 6 people with assault rifles around here.
What, the ones in black balaclavas and such?
Hallucinating? Yes,
I
there
was
was like
taking any
6 of them.
drugs.
The Fox Tech security
Well,
lads.
sir, I am the distributor of drugs. I do not take them myself. Physically incapable.
Maybe you have whiffed some fumes or perhaps something of that sort.
The only thing I have is my is my tobacco. I think I do need to go get my eyes checked. Is there a restroom around here or something?
The bar has one.
And,
well, if
and it probably should be opening. I saw the owner walking up to the entrance. I saw the owner of the bar walking up the entrance, so it should be opening right quick.
Engine. You can pick up the slight engine noise.
It's a...
That's an old fella.
And people call me accent queer every now and again.
What if they have a silent engine?
What was that?
And people call me accent bizarre every now and again.
Well, he sounds a bit like, what's his name?
Maro?
A devil fella. Walks with a lot of ladies around him.
Oh, that red and black suited fellow.
Well, he has like a... He looks like one of those fancy pants, fairy tale...
Aye, the definitely not vampire looking fellow.
Well, he looks like a vampire, but he's some sort of devil spawn or something like that.
Oh, true, but the outfit definitely screams, I live in a coffin.
Well, he has horns and everything.
True. I mean, I'm not caught up on vampire mythology or biology or other nonsense.
Shelty, I think.
You probably know the name better than I.
I think so. That's his name. But yeah, that's how Shelty speaks.
Aye.
Well, I know him only because he had his eyes on Exy. That's about it. He's There are so many people trying to hit on her, and then realize that she's taken.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure if my sis met her, the same story would follow again.
Well, who knows? Well, either way, lots of people fan about her, but sadly she's taken by Miss, her name fell out of my mind.
Well, no worries.
Giant cat lady.
But at the very least, I know she's taken now, so I can say grats.
Giant cat lady. Robotic. Or synthetic, technically.
Oh, RZ.
RZ, yes.
Of all folk, I didn't actually think she were bagging XC, to be honest.
Well,
to be fair, I imagine if he weren't married to his job, I imagine Mr. Stone would probably take her.
I would take a pint, but I'm on work.
I'll take a swig.
Working?
Well,
Security, their workplace is everywhere. Garage, however, I've got like 30 minutes before business actually begins.
I mean, fair enough, but I mean, a little bit of ale ain't gonna fucking kill you or make you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, how you doing, lad?
There's no boss man around.
No, he's currently talking with some fox tickle heads down by the bar.
Yeah, I did hear that on the news. Oh, my favourite Marshall boys.
What's up?
Where's the fisher and the rest of them? They're too busy.
Yeah, go say it properly. Come on, don't say it. Come on, say it properly. Speaking of the devil.
Yeah, get the fuck back here.
What up, gang?
Good to see you, Connor.
I got a parcel. What's good?
What up?
A parcel for the project. I did it the right way.
What do you mean you gotta do this the right way?
So
please don't.
Also got something I want to know.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay, wait. That's good to know.
Get me up. Get me up.
Hey, what's up?
Almost.
Misha, fucking barley fist didn't get me to drink half a fucking mug of ale, so I'm not that drunk yet.
Excuse me. Right, sure.
I only got a swig, and probably mostly foam, honestly.
I don't know, how about you drink more? You're never gonna have enough.
That depends on if Toronto will agree on it.
He can eat and drink a lot, to be honest. Small figure.
Hey.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Alright, now you don't need to dig your sin into ground.
Like, looks like them. Maybe I think at the work hour. I don't remember. Something.
Oh, yeah?
Nothing. I know another dwarf. That's the Thorgar or something. I don't know if it started with the Thor. Sounds right though. He's so tall.
I prefer tea. Now, if you would give me a batch of good tea.
You think dwarves have green tea?
Surprise, Clan Titanbone actually
Like
does
almost
brew
you're
tea.
right.
Wait, really?
Aye. Clan Titanbone is inside of every form of drink. Soda, alcohol, ales, meats,
Huh.
teas, coffees.
It's to
Fair enough.
something.
I do. We have
I mean, considering the stripe of the small swig I was able to... I managed to swallow in, I'm amazed tea is even on your
Just a
radar.
bag of black tea.
By bag, what do you mean, like the small ones you dip in water? We don't mean like the big ones.
Oh, you don't have the ones like that. It's just a bag of dry leaves and you scoop it into a kettle and boil
The
it.
process that we use to make the tea is a very refined process.
Well,
So we
I
have to
wouldn't
keep
call
it in bag.
refined.
Fair
It's
enough.
quite soothing to, you know, the process of
Here,
making
how about this? Just try a bottle of it. This is just black tea.
a bottle of it.
I keep forgetting tea can be other colours than brown and green.
What do you mean brown?
You know, like regular
I mean,
tea.
color-wise, yes. But it's called black tea.
As far as I'm concerned, the only thing that should be brown's my ale. You'll never find a beer sober.
I had that beer to yarn.
Give this, add some lemon to this, maybe a smidge of mint, and what else?
I'm not exactly a flavour
smidge of
connoisseur,
peach
I'm afraid.
extract, and you have a nice iced tea.
Currently, as it stands, we don't add any flavors of our own. We just brew and bottle the tea, and the people that buy it normally add their own stuff to it.
Armsy, do you guys have a trash bin at the shop?
Beyond throwing stuff into the forge, but you know that's not really. It's not really a good trash bin.
Well, to be honest with you, I've been working with the rune smiths and rune lords. We've been trying to
I mean, the
find a
communal
way to make
trash
the
bin
bottles
of the
that
mega
we
building is the incinerator unit, so.
We're thinking about using a rune of disintegration to basically, when you're done, you set it down, and then the bottle or container just.
Was I put that on the inside of a barrel, make a
out
makeshift
of
bin?
thicker sugar, gives it a bit of a sweetness, and.
Oh, that'll do.
We're trying to find a way to make it so that we can sell bottles and stuff here without or contain
2 for snacks.
trash around.
Very good,
Using
very
a,
good
like
thinking.
rune magic to, when you're done with it, you set it down, and then in a few minutes the rune on the bottom of the bottle activates and it just dissipates.
Where does it
Very
disappear
no.
to?
It just.
Hello, goodbye. I got my snacks.
There must be somewhere it is going.
No, it
Things
essentially
can
just turns into ash.
To ash? Well, in that case, there is a byproduct, ash.
But you see, now here's the fun thing. Ash can be used for flowers and plants and fertilizers.
True, true.
So, sweep it up, keep it in a bin.
That is to regulate the pH level of the soil.
Indeed.
Ash is a useful item.
I don't know if people.
Seems
will
that
be
both
going
of us know
around
that, but for
collecting
different
it.
reasons.
You can
The
make
other idea
soap.
we had is we would start selling them inside of disposable. But essentially, the bottle you just drink is glass, hardened glass.
Now,
Not really a
glass is
place where you
better
just throw
option.
that.
If you're exploring a windless area,
if
ash
you
is also
add-
good for laying a trail.
Idea. It will be probably production-wise a bit more what do you call it? Expensive, but you could make it into those
Expensiver.
like, clip type of bottle caps, you know.
You know, I mean the ones where
that
you put
just
both your fingers on them and it claps it off, and then you. It is like a removable top. Actually, some
Yes,
of our
and then you can close
some
it
of our
up.
brews do have that.
I've seen it on a few beers and ales. So that is a very.
We primarily
good
keep those for the ones that require fizziness to activate their effects.
True, they do hold quite the pressure.
I'd actually
But
carry
for a
around
nice
a menu. It's a constantly updating menu. It'll hit all the ales, teas, coffees, and sodas we have.
I drink coffee, but then again, I only drink it when I go to the industrial district. Primarily while I'm at base, I drink, WAP or tea. Actually, talking about that, I need to go to that place.
The meat rack.
Well,
True, true.
yes,
It's probably open by now.
I assume so.
But I've already gotten me before work sweet out of you, so thank you for that.
Well, take care, James. See you later.
I guess we should head to the garage, see what's going on today.
Yeah, fuck it, why not? I could also at least talk about the factor of me setting up a little trip out into the waste. Hopefully we won't need to, you know, worry so much about the fucking law thing. I might put a damper on shit.
I should be fine.
There you go.
Just thinking of all the eventualities.
Way.
It's a calmer day. despite the
You said it now. Watch. There's gonna be a
increase in
police
law
raid
at
or
least.
Right, yeah, okay. That is actually a thing. I have been summoned for a meeting on the hour, so
Really? Well, you still got
So-
19.
yeah. I've still got like 20 minutes or so to be knocking around, so if you need me for something, then yeah, it should be fine.
Hey. Oh yeah, you interested in that docket?
The what?
The thing I ended up putting up on the forums.
The
We're
what?
going back out into the wastes.
Oh, okay, yeah. Actually, tomorrow... Oh shit, that's right, I've got an...
No, it's not tomorrow, it's the next week.
Okay, that should be fine. Oh my god.
I spotted it.
Okay, yes, hello, hi. Hello, yes, hello. Hello, how are you?
Alright, so what do you need to go out into the waste?
Doing a scrap run of sorts.
General resource. Yeah, what are you doing?
Doing a scrap run, and according to, well, and if the intel from my sister is correct, getting rid of cultists.
Have you seen it?
Alright, when do you plan to do this? I could always use some extra combat.
Next Sunday. Not tomorrow, more 8 days in there.
If you want me to come along, I don't mind killing.
Well, aye. The only other worry that could come out of going into scrap is, again, if a rival gang ends up showing up and spots me. They'll probably assume that you lot are with me and, you know, I'm getting a new gang together to take over places.
That's a little fun thing. Brewmasters have a special way out. In the event that our lives are in danger, we have a rune hidden in our chest plate that brings us back to the airship. So I can teleport out if my life is at risk.
Well, that's fair. Useful at least to evade issues.
If we lose a brewmaster, it lowers Titan Bone's capability to drink.
Yeah, and likely morale as
Under the
well.
beard, you'll see a little glowing rune. If I smack that, it teleports me back.
Yeah, I imagine lacking in brew would probably lower morale even harsher than it probably already is.
That's also why I'm really not scared of fighting, because before I die, I can just...
Or someone accidentally thumps it.
Or
and
no,
you get
need to
walked
hit it
away
with the
anyway.
strength of a dwarf. You don't need to pound it.
Well, I mean, at the very least, if you're incapacitated, I can do
set
it.
it off. But I mean, like, regular people couldn't do that.
Oh, true, not with these hands in your road.
No, but your mechanical arms could probably activate it.
Hey.
On top of that, we also have a distress signal rune. You know this thing on my shoulder plate?
Oh,
It's a beacon. That way the airship knows where I'm at all times.
useful.
So, in the event I'm in danger, you'll have an entire clan of dwarfs instantly on scene.
Or at least in bad danger, any road. If they think you could... At least badly in danger, any road. Oh, sorry.
Toronto here.
We saw them walk that way.
He's with Liberty right now.
Toronto's here.
He's there. He's he's with Liberty, I think. All right, you two just ignore it, be fat arse.
He's right there. Don't interrupt.
But so like I said, actually using the rune in the
It's a
rune
different
on here is
matter
an extremely
entirely.
expensive thing.
I mean, that makes sense.
Which is why you'd only see me use it if I'm absolutely in danger.
Exactly. Shouldn't it be
otherwise
too
it's just
much
a
of a
waste.
worry, considering that I only saw a scouting part? At most, there'd probably only
Well,
be
to be
one
fair-
lad down machos, and that's about it.
I
And
have
we're
yet
two.
to find a bullet. I have yet to find a conventional ballistic that's managed to pierce Karamdo, so that should be fine.
Tungsten reinforced plating is still fine enough. I mean, judging from testing, or at least just from recent combatives, howitzer round
sorry,
could
are we
definitely go
blocking the
right
way?
through it, but...
I can't move if we're blocking the way.
No, you're not.
Hello.
As far as I know, judging from testing, it's around 43% chance average now for 50 cal to pierce.
I'm happy.
So there's even less chance that a 50 cal will actually get through to me.
Yeah, to see, my job is unfortunately so important to the clan that not only am I'm running regular Grimro, but it's reinforced with protective runes.
Well, that's good.
Like, they do not want you gone.
They really don't.
Like, Bally Hills.
Let's see, currently as it stands throughout the entirety of Clan Titanbone...
I mean, you already told
include
me, yeah,
we have-
if a brewmaster ends up if you end up going down, they'll recover your equipment first. That's top priority.
Yeah. Well, actually, to be completely fair,
Body
if you include
optional.
me, what do you have?
Good day, Mr. Vice.
We have, I believe, 100 brewmasters in total.
Really?
To become a brewmaster, it takes decades of training and work.
Fair. Probably more decades than
Which
I
means
have,
that for
I'm
every
afraid.
one we lose, we won't be able to replace it for some time.
The nature of very long trainings. But to be fair,
yeah,
at least I know that you are
This
to
is
those
rune
rings.
reinforced. So on the actual armor is protection runes, on the chainmail is warding runes for disease and such.
I know you don't want that getting into the
I
aisle.
didn't ask for this, by the way. This is just fucking given to me.
This is just how it goes for brewmaster equipment.
Basically.
Oh, I get that.
I didn't ask for this.
I haven't been here in
They were just one day like, hey, listen, if you're gonna start leaving the airship more, we have to update your armor. So I gave them my set and I come back, rune. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no. Thankfully, you're still more dwarf than Ray. Thankfully.
So yeah, on the chainmail, there's normally runes of
If they start
protection and
if they start putting
diseases.
protective runes inside your beard, though, that might change.
Yeah, I don't know, then I'm gonna have an issue. But I mean, mostly the stuff on the inside just protects me from disease. I can still, get set on fire, take electricity damage, so on and so forth. This is basically ballistic protection. Anything else will probably hurt me.
Fair enough. I mean, the armature is electrically insulated enough to be practically immune to electricity, or at least make me immune to it. But body is still the body.
I've also realized that just because it doesn't penetrate doesn't mean I don't feel it.
Yeah, no, blood force is still going to be an issue to worry about.
There was a time my arm snapped out of its socket when it was shot.
Oh, shite.
Just straight sent it backwards.
Fucking hell. Aye.
Yeah, I don't know, a fucking round hit right here and the runes activated, but my arm shot backwards and snapped.
Ooh.
Yeah, no,
Yikes.
and the runes get immune to the physical damage, but I'm not immune to the actual damage.
Well, obviously.
The actual attack itself will never hurt me, but the damage from the attack will.
Hey. You won't get pinned if you get shot, but you'll certainly feel it. After all, that's still a decent amount of speed having to stop right on you.
Well, there's been times where I've been sent flying back by rounds hitting my plate armor.
Jesus whipped.
I remember one time I was deployed to a battle zone. The ramp lowered down on the airship and I start moving, and a round smacks right here and sends me tumbling off the ramp.
If it were for the factor of, oh shit, the brewmaster fell off the ramp, it probably would have looked right comical.
Oh no, everyone came and retrieved me, but the ramp lowered down on the...
Have you gotten a new sword? Well, primarily while I'm at base. 'Cause I'm not a 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 base. 'Cause
God forbid I readjust myself.
I would have like.
Fucking flux hitting me like a sack of bricks.
You good luck.
Oh well. Happens inevitably.
But that's about the height of the ramp when I got shot.
Oh, shite.
And I tumbled.
Shit.
Yeah, no, unfortunately we don't have runes of protection from fall damage, so I still felt everything.
You know, you don't have a rune of bouncy castle or whatever.
No, the fuck we don't. I felt every bit of it.
Shite.
No, but I think one of the worst times that I've been shot was we were deploying out of a airship. We got into the base. We were getting the briefing. We walk outside, and then we start an attack from a ridge line. And the first bullet that hits me smacks me in the helmet, and I just feel my neck.
Ooh.
I didn't die from it, but I sure the shit felt like a chiropractor fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, like one of those like bastard, like one of those joke clips is like, alright, just stay right here.
I couldn't look up for like a week.
Oh,
it was
shit. Yeah, that probably hampered a good chunk, because you probably had to stay on the ship to avoid having the instinct take over.
The instructions up there, I can't look up.
That was interesting. Not really.
Christ alive.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, I'm not immune to what happens to me. I'm just immune from the piercing.
Just fair enough. Like, the worst I've really been hit with a single shot so far is when scrappers managed to get a fucking tank on their hands. Back in Bay. Presumably back afar an alliance ended up forming.
Oh, I mean, to be completely honest, Clan Titanborn has tanks as well. We call them High King Grumble tanks. They're these massive, heavily armored behemoths on tracks. Have this massive mortar gun in the front.
Ended up taking a tank ride directly to where I was guarding. Fucked up the armature right fucking bad, but they were still functional, which to me was nice.
Tank shells and artillery.
I'm not talking about the quality, I'm just...
If
I don't know what.
Artillery or shells or explosives. I don't got runes to protect me from that.
I don't know what their tactics and strategies are.
True. And to be fair, again, this is like repurposed corporate mech plating with reinforced tungsten plating underneath it. Not exactly a crumb reel, but it'll do a job just fun. After all.
Blue, did you need something?
I just think this.
I'm just waiting for the conversation after.
Oh, sorry.
I'd go on and take the conversation. I'll go get the
Aye, was it, mate?
What was that envelope?
What's this?
This is Leviathan's last will and testament.
Live? Oh, there he goes.
Died a week ago.
A fucking week? Shy, I list not pay attention to a body for a fucking week. They go and die on me. Not to sound ungrateful, mind. It's more just really annoying how much I can only keep. I only can't put my eyes on so many things at once.
That's fair. That's for all of us. We can't keep track of everything. Instead of 2 million credit sticks, 1 million per stick, as well as USB for blueprints, weaponry, and the like, essentially. Of a saved group of the like, essentially. God, stuff like that. Yeah. High sci-fi type shit.
I guess Jonah will be pleased to hear about the fucking crit stick that damn accountant he is. Christ. And at the very least, maybe I can use that voucher to get a nice gift for Silas. He's usually a gun collector of sorts.
There's a weapon voucher in there as well, if you do want one. But also there's the USB stick for blueprints.
I do appreciate the offer, but I've got enough like weapon offers from Gadgetron for the amount of shot I do for FF.
That is fair.
Like where, like they installed a fucking Wi-Fi tower in my compound, for fuck's sake.
That's fair. However, what you do with the weapon voucher is not my jurisdiction. Let me know if you give it to anybody else, and I will process it as it really is.
Alright. Well, hopefully, well, I'll keep Levy in me head at least. And if you haven't already, since I can't really process it into the master stick immediately. Yeah. 200 for the ferryman.
Appreciate it.
At least for his sake. I wouldn't be surprised if Karen's raised his fare at this point.
Maybe he has. Maybe he has.
Maybe he has. Instead of 2 coins, it's now 200 coins. Thankfully, people haven't thought about trying to privatize the ferryman just yet. Otherwise, I think the river Styx would turn into an ocean Styx.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we really can privatize something that handles with death.
I don't think you can privatize the afterlife, even if there are demons that own corpse.
Exactly.
Corporations in the chaos of hell don't exactly mix. Flux, can you stop dragging your fucking claws against me head? Bally shouting Christ.
I get that. The Flux fixes all one day. Even more than others.
Apparently last will and testament for a mate of mine. Poor bastard. Levy.
I don't want to sound like I'm ruining the mood, but isn't a will like inheritance?
I guess it's more a factor of friends as well.
Well, I mean, like, for example, I inherited the armor from my dad.
Oh, true.
In a sense, yes.
It was our last will and testament, rather.
Well, inheritance can be, you know, either alive or dead. A will means that the person has died or moved on, and has given you something to remember them by.
Inside of Dwarven society, it's primarily known that the eldest son will inherit everything of his father's.
I mean, that's fair. Unfortunately, I don't think me and Levy are dwarves. I don't think I have the beard for one.
He was a human. He never didn't have a beard.
I've more got chest fluff than anything. That's not exactly beard.
There was some guy in the bar that called me a stunty.
Yeah, if he's thinking you're a fucking study, how about I walk in?
Or no, don't worry. I called him a pecker-necked long nose, and then I walked out.
Yo, I need to use. I remember one gang member out in the West that for some reason did not want to swear under any circumstance. And if he wanted to call someone a fuckhead, he'd just call someone a picnic. I need to use that term more because that word is inherently really funny to me.
Unfortunately, when it comes down to it, if you piss a dwarf off enough, we can get very creative. We can say things you didn't even know. Like the time I was having banter with the Fox Tech guy in the bay.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to chime in because I came up with an insult. I wanted an excuse to use it.
Take it.
calling him like the top of a brown sauce bottle.
You know what? Then to be completely fair, he's right. I'm bald under here.
I mean, fair enough. Well, with the amount of times people see me with me hat, they might think I'm bald. But no, usually it's just a
I
work
can
hat
see the
more than
hair
not.
poking out to the side.
Well, I've seen monks where someone looks like they've taken one of those fucking bowling ball polish shirts to the fucking top of their head.
You know, there's a reason I don't take the helmet off.
I agree with that notion. That only
That's
stays
fair.
on.
That
I mean,
helmet
hey.
stays on during sex loss. I ain't taking it off.
Agreed.
I'll take off everything else but the helmet.
Jesus whipped. What, you don't even want to blind your lass?
No, because I don't want her grabbing it while we're doing it.
Fuck's sake.
That's fair, yeah.
Then again, there's nothing to grab up there.
That's fair.
I mean, I'm taking the pack off. I'm not doing. I mean, besides the fact that this thing kind of limits the drive in the first place.
Yeah.
I'd rather not, try and do that kind of thing in bed with 750 pounds of metal on me back.
I talk about the pelvis destroyer on my right leg.
It's more out of sanctity for the bed itself rather than the person.
Fair enough.
That bed is fucking gone.
Unless I want to just sleep on a mattress and nothing else.
I mean, to be fair, my bed's pretty comfortable. It's reinforced with iron.
True. My bed's just ended up becoming part of the wall, really, as a result of how our rooms are structured.
I just sleep on the floor. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm actually looking about renting a few places out here and inside the bay for the Clan Titanbone.
Let me see about getting the creds onto the docket in that case, for ease of use.
I'm gonna quickly head back for a second. I gotta take a call on the ring.
No worries. It's not like business is happening in garage and you... Oh, shouting Christ. Flux, leave it back. Flux, leave me back. There we go. Jesus, whipped. Oh, Christ, alive. Give me back my hands, please.
Yeah.
My whole fucking guardian died. What the hell?
Oh no.
I gotta reset my fucking guard. Jesus, Oculus is having a day right now. Holy. It does not know what's going on.
Hello, babes.
Oh my lord, please. Yeah, sorry, give me a minute. My,
Hey, been a minute. How you doing, bud?
Flux is having a fucking field day with me right now.
Beyond the tragedies.
I'm just gonna keep my arm still, hard sick.
If it hadn't been for Kiri's birthday party, I believe that I would probably be in a rather sour mood. But the occasion was quite heartwarming.
That's good.
It was quite surprising though, when you see the little rebel dress up in finery and acting like a proper host, and bringing guests and acting proper, you can't help but be a little proud,
Fair enough.
Okay. Alright, sorry. Hey, Polly. Flux was really having a day with me fucking arm ceremony.
Looks like you were really struggling there, Ramsey. Doing alright, bud?
Yeah, no, I'm alright.
Seen you in a minute. But then again, I was on vacation, so...
Oh, true. Yeah, you missed you missed a good chunk of the bloody riots. I mean,
Picked a good.
you know, the shit that was happening in Palace in your road.
Indeed.
Oh no, I was there for most of that. I mean,
Well,
the height of it,
fair, I did spot that on the mates. Alright, hopefully the Flux is only gonna bother to try and take me mind for a while.
You do have some souvenir there from an encounter.
yeah. But things started to calm down in Palace. People were telling me I needed to take a vacation, so I took their word for it.
Yeah, no
Out of town
worries.
for a while.
Apparently FF's under new management.
I'll be honest, town for a list. One way or the other.
Well, evidently, apparently not. Well, someone calling himself an Omnic, I'm assuming a synthetic of their world or whatever, has basically taken to being the host of most events nowadays. Actually, surprisingly cordial, even if a bit money hungry, but aren't most folk in suits. No offense.
Days of finding fights are kind of over.
Well, especially
There's
considering,
always one waiting around the corner.
especially considering that incident.
It's understandable. But I must ask, I am familiar with that your kind is rather unique. Is it not relatively simple to fix the scar upon your face? Or am I misunderstanding your...
Or is it more stylistic?
So, this is a shell over my actual head. I caught a pretty nasty condition as a young man, so I had to grow up with cybernetic, all-encompassing, like hermetically sealed, sterile chamber heads.
Sure.
So what you see on this faceplate is not actually what is under, and my faceplate. My faceplate is tied to my like emotions, so that like I'm actually giving like expressions when I like get mad or bored or sad or whatever, right?
Wow.
So, part of that system.
So this is a result of the condition underneath.
Well, actually, these scars are a result of emotional trauma, because this is tied to my emotions. So, yeah.
I know the first one was because of cyberpsychosis. Striking.
Yeah, this one. Well, I'm not so sure that was cyberpsychosis anymore. That was Akiryu. He like hit me so fucking hard I went fucking bonkers. That was this one.
Hey.
So it is
and then the one that the one I guess, yeah, and then like Omnicore gave me this one, which was much smaller, but this is also where I got shot in the face. And so it got just awful. And so what my Ripper did is he put another like layer on to the screen and imposed an eye patch over it, so that you don't have to see, because this thing, like underneath it, it moves. It looks a lot like when I went fucking.
Oh, shit. Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Like, fucking scrambly. It looks like that under this.
Christ alive.
Yeah, no, it's not pretty. And he tried everything. He tried a completely new head. We tried different input. It's like it just won't.
The emotional eye underneath wouldn't handle it anymore. Type of thing.
Yeah. So what he did was he created a layer that isn't tied to the system and just imposed an eye patch over it.
Fair enough. Hey, he's a decent
People keep making
bloke.
jokes about me looking like Big Boss and shit like that, so you know, whatever. we're all having laughs.
I mean, you are a big boss of the Atlantis currently, ain't you?
More or less. I started a private military company and talking about creating, outer heaven or some shit. I want somebody to put one on the back of my head.
Okay, now I'm being lost. I keep forgetting how media illiterate I am.
Am I misremembering? You said Omnicore. Was
Yeah,
those
darling.
individuals who were bringing in all of the robots into your establishment at one
Did
time?
he realize RZ had you already?
Yeah, that was kind of in our infancy.
I thought you two were just being friendly.
Incidents we had at the Atlantis. We had that small army show up after a certain
Terrence spawn
incident. Yeah, it was
another
Omnicorp.
synthetic over at Bay 09, just smooching another lass anytime they come across each other.
Busy doing other stuff out in the metaverse.
I remember getting a little rowdy with them. I was trying to make sure that they weren't.
That's gotta be a disappointment to his sister, that's a certainty.
The freaky little cat Barnley's arm, isn't it related somehow?
Yeah, that arm that shoots a laser, that is Omnicorp tech.
Oh, that fucking thing.
Yep. Again, another mistake of mine. It was Ripperdocs that I introduced him to that took all the tracking shit and stuff out of it.
Really?
Swear to God, I'm gonna fucking see it in the goddamn showers aboard the airship. Tell me he's not fucking everywhere in the bay.
True. True. Hopefully I could stop by Atlantis. Shame, I usually tended to only visit on Sats.
Do not need a drink at this moment, but thank you.
Or I mean,
Did you hear that? You don't need a drink.
What? Gotta keep the air of respectable businessmen, no drinking on the job, I see.
You know. Oh no, I can drink on the job. I've done so multiple times, in fact. Quite well known for it. However, I do get a little rowdy when I do.
Then I'm guessing this
Well,
one's
and I've seen how you look without the suit. Rowdy might be a bit much for this place.
I wouldn't describe X in either of those capacities, but I would say that they're an agent, you could say.
I don't know. They're dressed just as fancy as you lads. I assume they work here in the business.
Both of us are working in security. We are just well dressed for. Well, she's making.
Meanwhile, Mercer's still got the fucking patches I welded onto his arms.
Myself, I'm expected to look to a certain standard at times. But we are security.
Like at this point, if he wants, at this point you might as well drag him over and we'll see about trying to paint the fucking things.
What about armor, lad? What if someone shoots you and you don't look like you're wearing anything to protect you? Neither of you do.
Well, there is a minor misconception. So, the Black Iron Coalition is a rather large.
You've got the agility.
There are many different.
He's on the muscle to probably deflect it anyway.
Part of specifically is of the outreach team. It is our job to facilitate conversation and assistance with the local natives. You know where we are operating.
I hope to God you never go near the Karazhan Accord. They'd make fun of you.
I am not unused to people bantering and trying to make fun of me.
The Karazhan Accord is the land of the dwarves. They're a proper bunch of dicks. I'd know I am one.
I do not think I'm particularly developed to be the kind to be frightened by social interaction. It'd probably get that laugh.
You'd get along with dwarves quite well. None of us are.
I do not follow a lot of the jokes and a lot of the insinuations that people make, but I am very rarely.
What, I forgot nobody else can join me in this? This is what dwarfs do when they're thinking.
Most I could do to join you, and he's doing this.
Join you in that whatsoever, no.
Now do you see, I don't know what race you are. I'm not sure if you're human or demon, but something tells me that she's better off surviving a gunshot than you are.
That is rather
I mean, I've seen you under the suit. I wouldn't be surprised if your muscle just ends up making the bullet bounce the fuck off.
Quite the opposite.
I know a lot of people say that apparently I don't look as muscular in the suit, but Is it not apparent that I am rather...
Oh, no, because I can't fucking tell. For example, she's got the horns and the skin. Mighty nice lad she is. Looking good. You would have covered everything up.
Oh yeah, you're an imp, not a demon.
Imped.
Imped. I keep forgetting, yeah, no, it's a different kinds of things. Like, you're not similar to Reen in any capacity. Which was the fact that Reed is charted from imp to succubus.
It's an xenotype.
I would tell you what I am, but it's not hard to guess.
Well, it ain't hard to guess me,
no. The
either.
answer that you, however, is looking for is the xenotype, in which I am a hussar.
Hey up, Mark.
Yo, what's up, Stone?
Hey up, Murray.
Never mind. Bro's not here. Yo, what's up, Eggsy?
I don't know, maybe I fucking
wait, what? I thought you were being taken by the flux gods. You were just standing that still? Oh, okay.
Well, it feels nice and tingly.
Inside casing has made its way here as well. How are you holding up, huh?
I'm good. I got a new weapon.
That is good. Oh, it's a guitar. From the looks of it. With a blade on it, I suppose.
That's the mission. Are you on the mission tonight?
I'm pretty sure I'm on the docket.
Are you on my team?
But I mean, I don't know. I'm just labeled as being part of it. Apparently, since Mr. Helldiver, apparently Super Arf is saved, or whatever the fuck. That explains why I haven't seen him around lately.
Oh, hi, RNG. Hello, Quadro I, Poetic.
I know.
What the fuck?
I know. Stone's showing me up. Having 4 glowy eyes as opposed to just 2.
I like the necklace. It's nice.
No, it's not Fortnite.
I kid. At least you still actually have pupils under that helmet.
Okay, Fortnite. It looks like Fortnite, but it isn't Fortnite.
No, it's Brimley.
As in it, really? That's not very nice.
I don't assume.
You're referring to my boss, don't worry. Hiking Thorgar Titan Bones.
I've been looking like this for a bit.
Oh, was that the other lad, or was that Iron Guts that I saw show up to garage a while?
No. Iron Guts was the runesmith. Hiking Titan Bone.
Can I go up here?
Yeah, I know your look's the best. I don't know others yet.
People, we don't call them that anymore.
They're species. Okay.
To be completely
Oh, hey, look, your palace
I don't
boss.
care what you call me, but no, I'm not a knight. I'm a brewmaster of hiking Titan Bone.
Yeah,
Brewmasters help make and sell his ale.
So you're like,
Hey, Floss.
you brew potions.
Would you like one?
You're getting thinner every time I spot you at this point.
I'm trying not to. No,
everything's going in the middle.
You start to look thinner every time I spot you at this stage. I know you could just control your sin, but still.
I had somebody have my own.
No,
I control my body more, so I'm getting modified.
It's not the first time I've been confused for hiking. Because we wear the same armor. Our armor's based off of his.
Makes sense.
Fair enough.
I only knew him.
This incredibly generous brewmaster was wondering if he could upgrade my armature to have the same material. I'm pretty sure I need to earn a bit more of keep for that to happen.
Maybe that's are really frequent, so
Unless you want me to be labeled as the sole arm master.
Yes, but it happened at
It reminds me of the squid monster.
What are you? I would imagine that would be pretty angry.
Well, I know you.
At least, or to me. I don't know. Either way. Hi.
Are you?
Maybe it's
Surprisingly mechanical arms.
Like in the
That's the that's the 10th time since I started coming here that I've been confused before.
Like, I've recognized you ironically by your helmet and your beard.
Are you like a child or something with how you're acting?
It is not actually
What the
people with bullets in their heads, weirdly enough. It is actually people hitting each other.
Sweet ancestor god, you're a fucking huge lad.
Thank you.
Tell you what, since I've not got any business, I could just pop the armature down in the garage right quick.
I'm actually interested in your conversation as well, if you don't mind me listening.
Makes it sound accidentally spy 404, but I get you. Fuck is... I just turned off my armature. I hope.
Hey!
What? Sounds like it's covered from Jim.
I don't. No, that came from down here.
I don't hear.
I don't fucking know who could have done that. Some lad with a fucking big ass hell boombox, evidently. Currently, yes.
Cool. I don't get to bully Toronto all the time.
No, I think he's stuck in a main.
I can bully you about the random ass requests that I get from Tatum.
What the fuck is happening?
Nothing. Nothing you need to worry about legally.
Legally. Legality in the wasteland is more formality than anything.
It's called mutual respect and understanding.
There you go. That's the proper term for it out in the West.
Is what anarchy actually is. Everybody has a set of rules that everybody falls by, but there's no true.
That's the main factor in the West. If you end up being a twat to everybody, don't be surprised if everyone becomes a twat against you. And lo and behold, you slowly starve to death.
But then on this side, there's nothing. Do you know what metals you guys have here again, or no?
We've got various. We've got steel, small amount of titanium. We've got gold alloy.
Move the barrel in front of you, or do you just reach behind you?
Various other materials that I need to double check the docket.
How much steel do you have laying around?
Should have a veritable. Should have a real good amount of steel, considering that. I'm pretty sure we still have a good chunk left over. What's your name?
Rob it all.
Fucking flux.
I
Hitting
don't
me
want
right.
to rob it. Also, I'm just like maybe 5 tons. That's too much.
Christ.
I'm not carrying it. Honestly, I can't. I have nothing to carry it. I'll be coming by after to collect it.
Buying some plates.
I have 15 right here.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
How many plates you want, or reserved for you in that case?
Almost equivalent to 5 tons, to be honest.
5 tons of steel plate.
I'll save this for later,
If that can't be done, at least 30.
I don't think we can carry that on it. I don't think we have that in storage right now, but at the very least, we scrap them so we can
I
get
don't know
hold.
how much you have. Yeah, 30 plates if you have them, then.
30 plates, that we can do.
Cool. So you go by the number of plates you have laying around, then.
Roughly, usually any road. Usually most people do like 5 plates or so. Like, if I recall correctly, a plate is. No, that's the price for oil.
You do a lot of work.
Hang on, let me. That was it. That was it. It was about. Depending on size of plate, anyway, it ranges between 75 and 150.
For you if you see the price.
Oh, flux, you twat. Was it?
What were the sizes it's in?
Generally like relatively smaller plates than like average size plates,
Like
than
a foot
plates
by
that are
foot.
around the size of me.
Yeah, like a foot by foot. I'll do 15 ones if they're like you.
Alright, I'll try and get that reserved in that case. 15 times 150. That's No worries. 224, 250, I think. If me maths right.
2,250.
Hey.
Which is.
All right.
I'll just
Well.
round it up to 2,300.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Reserving some big steel plates.
I'll be coming after everything when everything closes.
You know, if still available. Anyway.
Don't spook everybody. Unlike other people.
Right.
Right.
I have a work though. I own one of the warehouses inside the mega building. I have things I can move it. Or not.
And plus, at the very least, I can pay you back if we're not able to get that amount by then.
Yeah. Or just hold on to it until you can. I'm patient.
Well, I already scanned it into the system, so I'll pay out of my own pocket. It's not like I'm short on change.
I don't work in money. I normally do trades, so that's one of the big things I have.
Well,
I'll
boss
pay
man
it
here
off when
usually
I-
works in crates, so
I know. Most of the city does.
helps facilitate trade. I get what you mean, though. But it's hard to do goods for goods when, you know, there's a fucking martial law in effect.
It's not martial law. Stop saying that. It's a state of emergency, not martial law.
The gang bollocks. Fortunately, at least I still have coordinates.
It might not be, you know, that much of a difference, but there is a small difference.
Well, fair enough. It's probably to the point where
Really, all
even
we
if I
need to
try
do
and
is
enter
keep our heads
Waterfront
down,
through the
and that's about
intersections between the districts, they'll probably try and take me arms from me. And I know what I'll say in response to that, and that'll be over my dead fucking body, and I don't want to cause a problem. So fortunately, I still
if
have
anybody
coordinates
messes with you,
for
that's
the
on
parking
them. I'm
garage.
not even gonna lie.
So fortunately, I still have coordinates of the parking garage and the office, though I imagine Tarrant will probably be a bit miffed at me hearing 800 pounds of Lagamore suddenly hit above his bed.
Just put it in
Suddenly taking steps above his fucking washing machine.
That washing machine has been through a fucking lot, dude.
Probably louder than the gears on the fucking pack at this point.
Look, I once hit a fusion cell in that thing for like 3 weeks.
Bally
I'm pretty
Christ.
sure he used
Right.
it while that was still in there. So, you know.
I'm sure that's
washing machine
fine.
just broke.
Alright, so that's 15, well, me-sized, roughly, steel plates reserved, hopefully. But I know I spotted a good couple of big plates last time I looked in storage, which weren't today, mine, that was last week. But still. And either way, I've at least got the Wasteland run in the docket.
I've been working out where the wood line's been recovering and everything, so that's where I've been doing my trade as natural resources. Metal I haven't hit at all. No iron or anything yet. But that's what you get for just find a nice piece of land and just fuck it, we're gonna exist here for a bit.
Well, aye. Plenty of ore out in the mesas. Methods of refining it, however, is left up to the person.
It's just a quarry. Hit small bits of marble and granite. Mainly, it's what's the other one? Slate. Not best, but at least it's something.
Surprising to me. It's amazing how people question how many fucking uses there are for granite when I start listing.
Granite's such a strong and nice material. Sandstone too. It's just
Hell,
those
not
two
even just for actually
not gonna-
making stuff, just for like decorative purposes, really. I mean, granite flooring is surprisingly nice when polished.
There's some sandstone statues I've seen that look gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, no, what do you think
Marble's
those fucking
nice.
ancient books have those statues in them from like
Marble.
the ancient Egyptians and shit?
Oh, Egyptians? Yeah, 100% sandstone. No, they had a few marble, if I recall. A few marble.
Sandstone,
That's when
marble,
they,
potentially managing to make alloys out of stone, which, good on them, honestly. Good work ethic.
That's when they
Not so much
were
the slavery.
allied with the Roman Empire, though.
That's just the way of it.
What kind of plow will you be using? My dick.
You got someone on your other hand, Ollie.
Maximum damage.
I'm a little too aggro. I should turn that down. Too much emotion.
Sup? Yeah, you like it.
Plating holding up alright? You're holding up just
around
fine.
the furnace.
Dude, back off.
You're gonna leave impurities in there, man. Come on.
What do you fucking mean? This whole thing, dude. What do you mean? You got.
You want me to get you want
mixed
flex of coal to get into a gold alloy?
Dude, SMH. I don't want to hear. You guys have
Holy
when have you
shit.
changed any of that out?
You wanna know the scientific way of turning lead into gold?
No.
No? Okay. Turning lead into gold.
Alright,
You
say
need a
it, say
particle
it, say
collider.
it. Go on. Clash.
You take the lead
Not
particles
again with the particle
and you
collider.
shoot near light speed. So fast that when they pass each other,
Sometimes I keep hearing narratives about particle
so
collider.
you shoot those just so fast, like at near light speed. So they
Where
pass
is it?
through,
Where's the line?
and then they knock off each other, like they rip off the atoms that make up gold. So and that combines. So you
Right,
get, like,
I
a couple
see.
of molecules of gold. Like a couple of molecules worth of.
So you can at least look. You at least have eyes to look around. I don't exactly have pupils.
Yeah.
Ironically, despite the lack of mouth, you probably could convey a bit more emotion with your eyes than me. And also rolling them to simulate pain. God damn it.
Next you're gonna tell me you do alchemy.
Thank you, Ali.
I don't give a shit about alchemy. I don't give a shit about magic. I don't give a shit about none of that. It's not my forte. I'm cooked.
But you don't give a shit about bitches either.
I don't give a shit about no one. Except for you.
This shit ain't nothing to me,
You're the
man.
real. This shit ain't
Whoa.
nothing to me, man. I'm on a higher level.
Oh God, I thought Jesse was the only one fucking saying that shit. Fuck me, I'm going. I'm biting the fart bubbles in the bath or whatever the fuck.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello, Clockwork Orange.
I was about to say it's not it's not October yet, mate.
Aw, should I be wearing red?
Unless you were disguising yourself as a Mesa before you got here.
Purge LF? Oh my god.
Oh my lord.
Wait, was Purge a corporation?
No, but.
Oh, how's the wall
Red
coming
and
along,
Black,
by
dude,
the way?
There were like
Yeah.
synthetics with that
Foundation
shit.
still
They
holding
were
up?
beating the fuck out of because people thought
Yeah,
they were.
it's holding up pretty well so far, and nothing's broke.
Good. I did set that up right.
Hell yeah. I mean, I would hope so.
Brick walls with nice mortar. Get some concrete barrier reinforcement.
Considering shit like gold, yeah, I don't blame them.
Oh,
Pretty sure even a sandworm will have trouble chewing through it.
Well, our sandworm is growing.
Oh, you must be Noel.
I forgot you had
You
one.
got green.
Just be careful with the
Yes.
valley thing. Don't let it
This guy
eat an
barely
entire
even
mace
did
in it.
anything.
Keeps trying to eat my arm.
They did a good bit, but
I mean, it's all worms do that. They just try and eat anything they can.
they did like one
It's
open
adorable,
scene
though.
type
I mean, I've
thing
never
where
seen it. I
yeah,
wouldn't be
fucking
surprised
water,
if,
kill
you
me
know,
on
if a mother
stage.
dies, the fucking young of the sandworm mother will
They
just
kinda grabbed a lot of
devour
people
it.
Like, they're like, yeah, like. join
Oh,
us.
this
You
one's
want
called
fucking
Princess,
mercy? You want,
and
like,
I doubt she'll be that mean.
Thing to do? You want to play video games and kill people? All right, join us.
I remember someone trying to name their tamed sand crab pet like Princess, and it was the most snippy fucking thing ever.
Yeah. I would do that. I would be.
Swear to God, it would try to go. Swear to God, if it was actually my height, it would probably try and snip everybody's jugulars if it could get the chance.
Okay.
Would it?
It'll be like that.
I'm just hanging out.
No worries. Business is slow, and that's probably only because Tarant's stuck in a meeting, so people ain't coming in here to bother him.
It'd be like
We've
that.
got us three instead, which are far less botherable.
We're gonna get like the cool people.
Where's Toronto?
Apparently stuck in a meeting, something to do with gang stuff, presumably, I think. Either that or just something to do with the businesses. Maybe the aftermath of tax season or whatever the fuck Foxstick was pulling.
In a time where I cannot play.
Maybe
that
he was
shit should be on
driving
the
the desert
weekend.
again and he got that mean.
We've been playing it all.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like working.
Speaking on, actually, I do have a thing on the. I do have a thing if you're able to look in the right dockets.
Can we play that today?
I do have a thing set up for another jaunt out into the waste.
Tonight I got like.
Well, I have one plan which requires me to be more quiet.
You're gonna play Roblox.
Fair enough. Unfortunately, my job ain't probably going to be quiet, considering,
You're not playing. What was
going to be Sister Oh yeah, the reports of fucking ball cultists showing up in the fucking desert. God.
Nope, we haven't beaten.
No,
I thought
is
they
it-
were like called ball, but no, it's ball.
You gotta earn it.
Well, no. Our bolly. I mean, we know what counts for a greeting from our cult acquaintances.
The screams that John.
Cult
I was like telling my friend, why don't we give them like baseballs, basketballs, you know, maybe they'll be happy. No, that's the wrong term.
Who did we take out?
Knowing them, they'll probably forget what the fuck the balls are for and use the bass to try and clunk people.
Red bear. Maybe they'll put it on someone's head and be like, yeah, this is my head now.
Exactly, they'll probably be better doing. They'll probably forget the ball and try and do baseball with other people's heads. Including traders that wander the area. I've at least been able to catch. I've been able to at least catch a good couple of traders that pass near my place and tell them don't go through this way.
Yeah.
Don't go through the throughway. Braving the sandworms might be a bit easier than this.
That one cult that does not like the other cult's idea. Oh, the rivalry.
Look it up and listen.
I mean, consider that me first, me first impression of fucking. First impression of that fucking cult was them shooting at me. I don't think I could stay a high opinion.
We'll have to peep it out.
Ollie.
Yeah.
What the fuck? If I die, it's because I was talking shit to LF. Just be aware of that. If I go missing, I'm gone.
Well, if something's happening, you fucking ring us in, dude.
Alright, we're gonna need a bit of
He
context.
was talking to Fox Tech like they were the good guys, and I just came up and simply denied all the things that were being said and was like, yeah, they tried to kidnap us a few times and absorb us into machinery. I broke my arm defending my friend who is now hostage. It was just easy. Toronto got stabbed by one. He was instigating it, but he got stabbed.
Just record this shit.
How many times has he had to get stabbed?
No, actually.
What the bally? Is that what the meeting was about?
LF. They have this nifty little component in them that fucks with video feeds, so anything that tries to record them.
How do they fuck with like a closed circuit? What do you mean? Dude, fucking, alright, don't
fucking
use
know.
some standard dookie.
And that explains what happens with my eyes.
Yeah, no, it's like, you know how Kurojis can fuck with shit? Like they will like blur out your face.
Yeah. What if we get one of the
Cameras,
really
it's kinda
old
like that.
cameras that just captures like light, and we just
have something from a distance, you know?
That's also the factor. Me eyes are custom built.
indefinitely
Sure, they've got
freezing out
recording devices in them, but you know, still custom
I get what you
made.
mean, but you gotta consider they own a lot of fucking buildings in the city. If they have like some sort of like
Then we pull
emitter,
them out of the city. We pull them somewhere.
Not sure how city
fucking
tech is
desperate,
affecting
piss
their
ass
city
with
bollocks
rain,
is affecting
piss ass with-
wasteland
Bring
tech.
them to Craton, dude. Bring them to that fucking. Boom! There you go. You got your own playing field. It's a bunch of sand. Robots fucking. What are they gonna walk in that shit? They're gonna like sink. They're gonna sink and trip and shit.
Man,
And
I
then
didn't
boom,
expect them
there's
to
that
I'd
have
rather
all those
not
sticky
LF
feedback.
get any ideas of trying to make inroads into the waste. Ball
does anyone
cultists
have a
being
bad thing
spotted
to
there
say
is
about
bad
LF?
enough.
Do I get a
I don't know,
reward?
I couldn't give a shit about them. That's all.
I just want to go up to the LF unit and then go up to the Fox Tech unit. They're sitting there having a chat and just be like, "Hey, nonchalantly, they tried to kill my mother." Hey, because that's how the conversation went. They were like, "You don't know that," and I was like, "Cassie blew up." It's just like easy. Cassie got blown up by them.
Dude, they
Jesus,
my friend for
wait,
ransom. I was literally minding my own business. And I was starting to
What are you
get
making?
shot. I'm like, are you fucking kidding
Currently,
me?
not really anything,
I'm
I'm
like, dude, I don't
afraid.
even know you guys. Leave me alone.
Come with me for a sec.
You should make something.
I know I'm gonna get killed.
Well, the only problem is, well,
conversation.
what something?
This whole private man.
You should create a hat for yourself. You should create body armor.
Listen, on the one hand, I'll become a 1-ton lackey if I have that, if I have actual armor.
Maybe.
On the other hand, I can't fault the idea, you know.
Oh my god, wait, you have a hat. How long have you had a hat?
I've had a work hat for ages.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
I just tend to have it off more often.
Do gangs down here even fucking have call signs?
I'm gonna fucking get a can of spray paint and get some gold onto those fucking patches in them, I swear.
You don't... Well, listen, that's
Well,
what you
how
gave.
long have you been bothering with this?
I'm not bothering with it. I'm just leaving it as it is. I mean, I painted them and screwed them on just to cover up the holes. It isn't a permanent fix, but
I thought I welded
I'm
them
planning
on.
to change the hands out. You didn't. I didn't. You didn't. I just see there's four little screws holding them on.
Surely your chest is healed by
I
now,
was thinking
right?
of rip.
That's crazy. How many of those
Did
are there?
some scarring.
All of them.
I did get burn marks from my energy weapon, so the upper part, especially in going down, is a bit scarred and burned. So burn marks.
I don't even.
The skin is marks from my energy weapons. So
That's like a whisperer, dude. That's crazy. The whip and Nene.
I can't believe they have Legos.
Let go.
Whisperer, dude.
Probably.
Fucking hell.
$5 for a Lego character now? That's how much it costs?
But yes, basically, skin's
Oh.
peeling off, ugly scar, burn mark.
I know
Keeping the
I
band-
mean, my
At
business
this point,
partners
the
have
bandage is
bad
more
burn
like a
scarring. I
fashion.
know how it looks. I know how it feels.
You ain't got a name. Don't feel like it.
I don't have a name.
You got
actually.
hit with
It's like,
an
I don't
energy
remember.
rifle.
And then someone gave me the name. I was
Well,
like,
fortunately, I'm not gonna have burn scarring on me just yet.
Shit works.
no.
Well, even if you do get hit, if you transplant some hairs here and there, I think you can cover it up
And I see
pretty
you,
well.
like, climbing everywhere. I'm like, this
You
man's
have
fucking
fur.
Yeah.
That's a plus. But I'm getting a surgery in a couple of weeks, cybernetic replacement, so...
So if you like, if you're security, you just, you know.
So, no need
Fair
to
enough.
fix for now. At least there's no plan of, what do you call it? High risk
It's crazy.
Courage.
injuries.
So security,
Events.
right? Have you seen this
Aye.
woman right here?
Spotting the patch on your
Now I'm gonna
jacket.
just live with the red patches.
Spotting the patch on your jacket, we might accidentally got reminded.
Oh man.
What happened to that little dog that Exie managed to get?
In terms of hunting them down,
Made out of the shell of that thing on the patch of your jacket.
got them. They're kind of mysterious.
Oh, that's one. The mini nuke. I believe it's somewhere in her, well, not place, but at her, what do you call it?
Quarters?
That's why I'm losing it sometimes.
Quarters, yes. Let's call it that.
Aye. It's usually the term for things.
Well, we live in, what's the military word for it? Barracks. There we
Aye.
go. But they are a bit divided in between and so on, so on.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I'm gonna probably put these arms on display after I get a replacement.
I know I do
Serve
still
me
keep
right.
me Mark 1
Serve me
armature
right.
about.
I have. Oh no, actually, my Mark 1's got disassembled to make these ones, so there's a little plates.
These 6 hours after I've awoken type of yawning.
Maybe.
Fair enough.
Or just like a Flintstone, you know, what if it's used?
But anyways, it seems the garage is safe and all, so we're gonna.
Yeah, we're fine, we're fine.
Man, you can't reach the floor. You're in the fucking actual ground with that.
He's short, man. You know, short. No wonder. It's crazy.
Short world, I guess.
Here we have hood, we have hood and hat, and we have hat. We have the trifecta. We've got a trifecta going.
I love wearing hoodies.
Also, be careful with those Bally Polaroid type pics. Apparently the flux gets a bit ornery when there's a bit mud when they're about.
They get immediately torn up by them.
Oh, well, you want to snag me for something? It's not like Garage needs me.
No, I was just wondering where Maria is. I saw him in here a second ago.
Not in a bit, but I don't know where they went. Ollie and Ham are having a natter upstairs, so no going up, I'm afraid.
No, okay. Thank you though, appreciate it.
Oh man, that mango juice. Shit. I didn't shake it properly.
I know I should actually work on like a helmet or actual body armor, so I'm not, solely relying on my arms. But then there's also the factor of the psychological training, because if I've got armor and the arms, like when I first had it installed, I felt legitimately invincible, and then I got humbled pretty fucking easy.
Marie, you think you can hide from us?
It's not here.
Where'd they go?
Not
Oh, Marie.
Sorry. Oh man, this is when a manhunt starts. Usually. Can't fucking close this thing. Come on. I am so fucking ready.
You look like you're dealing with a cramp at that point.
Alright, sorry about that. We had a hot makeout session, but we're done now.
Real.
Man.
Be nice.
Boxing, be like.
Come on, all three of us.
Piss off, I have a loss.
Yeah, I was talking about Kamsky and Ollie, but that's okay too.
No, he's already got his lover to rant.
No, Toronto's gonna be out of the photo after I'm done with him.
Oh, fuck me,
Yeah,
son.
Roland's gonna kill someone.
Yeah.
Oh, are we killing
His name is Toronto.
Maybe, I don't know what's gonna. I don't know what's happening.
Awesome.
I don't know what's happening.
Makeout session, but we're done now.
Close this thing, come on.
When you're ready.
Emitter.
Ugh.
Straight to the incinerator with him.
Careful with the bally pigs. Flux gets a bit ornery when there's too much in them around.
10 minutes. You ever played frisbee with someone just?
You know,
I don't know.
Well, you managed to clip the fucking
Did
veins.
you know that I used to live in the wasteland for a bit?
I'm currently living in.
Used to. I still do.
Yeah. So there's this thing. It's a local colloquialism. It's called a wasteland frisbee.
Oh, I know what you're on about. Yeah, you explain.
Yeah. You see, there are these like metal discs that have like pressure plates on them. You toss them at people and they explode.
Sounds like landmine.
It's called a landmine. Yeah.
Man, that's quite the New Year's Eve fireworks show if I ever seen one.
Yeah.
Oh.
I want to throw that on one day. You know what? That was an idea. I had an idea once. I feel like I would have been on someone's kill list though if I did it. There was someone over there. I was like above them. I was like, ooh, there's someone down there I don't like. I could like drop this grenade right now. I was hesitating. I was like, okay, I'm putting the fucking pin back. I feel like I would have been #1 kill list on Ella's list if I did that day.
Jesus.
Those guys, it's generally not worth offing them in the wild like that. Like it's literally not worth it. It's just a waste of ammunition.
Yeah, their servers needed to be destroyed first before you can kill them.
Plus, word around gangs travels faster than you think. Start offing people for no reason, gangs will turn on you.
Well, you know.
I know that all too well.
Like that.
From multiple different scenarios of people thinking that they're going to become the next overlord and start trying to take over places. And then that one gang that tames like sandworms and sand crabs gets involved, and they're suddenly no longer aspiring for warlord.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That guy is like half insane and is a hermit, so...
Oh, true. Plus, I haven't seen many tamed sand crabs around lately. I heard the gang got wiped out.
I mean, yeah.
Or at least the gang I know near me that has a habit of it anyway. But at the same time, our thumper stopped trying to malfunction, so there's that. So I can only assume that fucking the sand crab gang were busy trying to, I guess, clip the one way we can stop sandworms from trying to munch us. Or the one easy way, anyway.
Understandable.
Sure, sandworm steak is actually surprisingly good, but, you know, I'm not letting the sandworms come to us for it. I mean,
I'm waiting for my sandworm to grow, and then it'll be plain Snake IO in real life.
I don't... Christ. Just, if that's the case, don't let it near me and me kin, please.
Well, if it becomes too big, I don't think I can take it anywhere. So.
Yeah, I think at that point, you might have to harvest it, in that case.
Don't worry, it's gonna be our personal guard dog. It's gonna be guarding the whole sand from other sandworms.
Oh, it's also a good guard dog. Turrets.
Yes. However, they can't see.
I mean, that depends entirely upon what kind of ammo you'll be using and how much of it you have.
True, true. If I recall right, the turrets at my home use 7.62.
You know, from where I'm from, generally when we were dealing with sandworms, we didn't really use conventional bullets all that much. It was mostly harpoons and shit.
Aye, and trying to get them to accidentally gore themselves on radio towers. That shit's always fun though. Have you ever seen one do that?
Do what?
A sandworm accidentally leaping into the air and impaling itself on a radio tower it didn't see.
No, I have not seen that.
Oh,
Shit.
I need to show you a picture at some point.
Oh my god.
I don't think it's on. I don't think it's on my PDA though. Fuck.
Nah. Listen, you can show. Just email it to me. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll try and get access to Jonah's computer. I'm pretty sure he has it saved. Oh, Christ alive.
55mm will be great to have.
Hmm?
I think 55mm would be great to have.
I mean, it's alright. But, like, here's the thing, right? You want to make sure that you can resupply that shit often enough, because I'll tell you this. If it's not the wildlife, there's gonna be groups of raiders and other shit.
Yeah.
Like,
you usually don't tend to see raiders coming too easy. They tend to stay on the down low.
Yeah, look. There are two things that are worth more than... Or actually, there are three things worth more than gold in the wasteland. Water, ammunition, and fuel.
There's a reason my armature's fueled by blood as opposed to gasoline.
Yeah.
Or water.
Well, it'd be great to have. I already know sands from other sandworms. Right.
Yeah, no, listen, if as long as you can have a steady supply of it, I guess, could be my guess.
If you're able to manufacture ammunition you're saying, or able to get a good alliance with someone that's able to supply. Probably in exchange for your little hydroponics.
Listen, most of the powder towns out there are ran by psychopaths.
That's how the business partner that helps supply ammunition with me is more small-time corpo type that's also, well, actually just lover partner with me brother at this point.
Speaking of corpos, though, there is one thing you can do, potentially. If you can get your hands on some manifestos and, like, schedules for cargo shipments, there is a couple of, like, mag rail trains that go through the wasteland. If you can hit one of those columns, you could probably knock some of the cargo off, or even pay off some of the people on there.
Well, we're thinking of hitting up a oil train, but we realized something. Toronto's Pelican can't even carry that fucking thing. They can carry a tank, but not that thing. It's just a little over the limit. I hate it.
Shit.
Well, what if you had a 40-ton lifting laggy with you?
Well, I don't know how we're gonna lift something that's moving on a train, especially.
Well, that's fair.
The whole cart.
Without stopping it.
You want to get a tanker off a train? That's gonna be.
Yeah, it says 100.
I'm gonna warn you.
That's a bit of a job.
I'm gonna warn you. A lot of the time, raider gangs and other people set up camp near the tracks, like far away enough that they don't get hit by any like security measures around there, but close enough that they can see whenever one is coming through, and especially when one is being attacked, because they will swoop in like vultures and grab your loot.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I remember a corporate VTOL copter ended up going down in the waste near old abandoned church area, and by the time me and Lynn even got there, like caught wind and got there, since it was we had an agreement with other gangs that we would scavenge the area around this time. That was just pure serendipity. There are already 3 APCs there, and everybody that would have been involved is just already...
Hello, Neff.
It's already gone.
What are you doing?
The valley. God forbid I adjust myself in my chair. Ugh.
You have a floating chair? It's crazy.
Was I
I gonna say? Oh yeah. So, anyways, I still want to build that little reactor that I was showing you last week.
Oh yeah. Main factor is where you're gonna put it, so that either the elements don't wear it down, or it's not in a spot where you're gonna have to painstakingly get rid of it and shift it if you want to rebuild. If you want to build shite.
Again, it's gonna be portable. It's you're oh those things.
Hey.
Ah, okay. Fine. It's, portable. I'm gonna be. Okay, I have an idea.
Yeah.
I wanna create. Hold on, I have. So I have this idea for a concept, and this is the type of generator that I want to try and invent. This is a generator that basically can take up solar panel power, however electricity. It can also take up nuclear or even vent power up. But it's also portable and it can really generate its power. I was thinking,
man,
hey.
that is a big ask.
That's a big fucking ass, especially just nuclear alone.
That thing is a.
You're talking about having
battery.
like 3 or 4 different types of generators in this thing.
Rolled
It's
into
not gonna
fucking
be
one.
Easily carryable. You would need to at least put wheels on this thing.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, alright,
Just-
what if we put it like on a trailer and then we can move it
Just
around
get
while it generates certain
solar
things.
panels and a solar battery should help you work you just fine. For the trailer, oh, he's stolen your seat.
I'm using a thing called Nemo chairs, which then takes up a fuckload of power.
Oh, that's
If
right.
I had one of those chairs here, it would turn off all the lights in this whole area because it's so high in power.
Oh, those fucking things. I recall hearing about.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We got those chairs, but we can't use them because the
Aye.
power's gonna die.
Knowing the nonsense that I'm going to be involved with later at night, I might not be in tomorrow.
Look,
Depending on how it goes.
nuclear is pretty difficult to get a hand of, with, like getting fissile material.
Yeah, no. Regarding the nuclear factor, let alone getting a hold of materials to power the nuclear side, where are you gonna put the waste?
Well, any other waste will go inside the reactor. Hello. Basically,
Well, you
I'll
plotted on just recycling. You know, there's a point.
Yeah.
I mean, you could
That's
use the
why I was
depleted
thinking.
uranium for rounds.
That could
Well,
work.
that's why I was
maybe.
thinking. All right, so
Oh,
in
you'll play.
Toronto, we're talking. So, well, basically, I'll just heck, which you know the.
Fucking Flux is playing
So,
right silly buggers with
We're
me.
gonna be going up to them.
Alright, come here
We're
then.
gonna take their shit, and then we can use that bio shit that they use all the time to
Yay.
convert it into that.
There you are.
We'll be using their tech. That way we can
You're doing alright.
About those, look.
Yeah.
The thing about those, then,
The
right?
whole thing considered at least.
Machinery tends to not work quite well out there if it's.
You signed up for that thing on the docket?
And you know, abrasive material
Um,
like sand. Sand gets
I think Cross
every
might
fucking
have.
where, and it's especially like getting.
Yeah, since Mr. Diver has apparently finished saving Super Earth or whatever, I guess that explains why I only seen him.
You're gonna have to put this shit in like some cool place.
Listen, I'm not fucking caring about what people. Listen, I'm not. All I considered, I'm not gonna care too much about what people call calling their planet Super Earth for a show. That just sounds silly.
Sort of weird.
It's like if I were to call myself Super Armsy.
And then you have like a big tower.
You should. You should upgrade your arm pack and then call it Super Arms.
Oh, piss off.
The air goes down.
I don't know too much about like the whole people you're fighting apart from that. There's a clone of me. It's Shadow.
Yeah, no, the Shadow Shade.
Like air conditioned.
Shadow me.
Fucking Shadow Corp that also has a habit of spying on me.
Shit cool.
Why only me? I can only venture, I guess.
General like living areas as well.
Actually, what if?
I mean, apparently the clone of yours I managed to get close, that was wanting to get close to me around here in a non-violent context, apparently whatever fucking commander there is apparently trying to experiment with free will.
What if I use
Oh,
that tech to cool down?
okay. That's
So,
interesting.
Maybe.
So,
Like a thermal cooler.
just seemed like, well, it didn't sound like you, really, or at least act like you. Just seemed like a person curious about everything in the world.
Suppose, unless I had
I don't
Which-
think anything could be like me.
but I'm not sure.
And also shying away from lights like a vamp and going hiss.
Alright, so if it's using up all this,
Uh,
what do they use? At
Which
They made a
tracks
shadow,
with how
right?
shadows work, but still.
They use like some kind of like giant blue liquid or some kind. I'm not sure.
As I'm not.
Water. They use water.
I don't want to trust the fucking Shadow Corp, knowing their bollocks.
It's not about.
Not you,
like,
sorry, I
it's
was
not
looking
like
at
some
the ledge.
nebulous like energy they gain out of it. It's
Oh.
literally steam.
sorry.
It's just that the uranium and
There,
like
there,
water
there, so you can see
is
better.
so hot that it creates a
Anyways.
shitload of vapor.
I'm dipping. You guys have fun. No, it's not. Though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check on Abby.
So,
If I wanted to,
yeah,
I'd
swing
do it
by
at home.
when street after streets close, and I'll see about sparing some time to hang about.
No, I will have the lilacs up in the place that I have come down and collect them. That's the reason why I said it.
Alright.
Spook people or cause issues.
Alright.
I'm going there to go cry in there.
If nothing else, I'll have to tell Taran to stay up a little bit before he goes to bed.
Okay, so
It'd be quick. I just need one of them to
Yeah,
fucking do it
yeah.
at least.
heat sometimes produces that like moisture.
God, it's real.
which causes,
Goodbye,
you
Rio.
know,
Excuse me.
So what if
Well,
I added
Sir,
like some
am I allowed to go through that garage door? Is there a way we can like lift it up?
some kind of steam?
I mean,
I wish to.
is that the only way you
Well,
want
what
to
is
get
over
into
there?
Mega Building? There's a different way.
Or to steam, which has like a temperature.
There is. I don't.
Alright, if you head down the streetway, and you take the first right.
Mega building. That's the residential area. isn't
Yes,
it?
or at least for a good chunk of people.
Oh,
I know there's apartment blocks up that way.
the residential area, isn't it? That garage
When
door
you're
is there
ready,
a way-
up that way.
If I'm thinking, it can be recycled.
Flux is being a right bastard with me. I'm starting to think I need more drink.
The great misconception that people, a lot of
Here you go.
Plus, it's like an hour before closing any road. Fuck it. I'll take like 2 sweets.
if you keep tabs on it. Like,
Oh man.
Alright, yeah. I'm not one. I know I actually have a job later. I don't want to get blackout drunk and sleep through it.
like if you build it wrong
Fair enough.
and you didn't do anything about it, that's what should.
I was walking around singing some shanties, some more than drinking songs.
I was about to say, I was like, you're not exactly piratical.
I believe they
No, what I'm not.
insert all of the rods in, and that cools everything down, sort of. But the thing is,
Oh, I hope.
the tips of the rods were made out of the wrong material. So those like points got super heated.
Sorry, me, Ollie, and Hoodie have been nattering about the nature of reactors, apparently. We're trying to get some power generated.
The Hobbit could be.
Trying to get some power generator shit going. Can the Flux let go of me fucking head?
Reactor that follows all the safety regulations that are relatively.
I will, what type of power generation? Water, steam?
Apparently trying to combine like solar, nuclear, and something else. I've forgotten the third.
Make it and keep a decent eye on it.
What was your plan? Solar, nuclear, and what now?
Bio waste.
And bioreactor type.
Yeah, so that's 4 things right there.
Have you tried steam powered by any chance? That's what we use for everything.
Water's unfortunately
I mean,
rare out in the
ship.
wastes.
Yeah. I was thinking something that's on the go as well. That's powering something that's like, well, something that really requires high consumption of electricity. So that's what I was thinking. Nuclear could probably really help it out.
It would, but wouldn't you also need to have somebody that's technical enough to maintain it? Make sure it doesn't fucking detonate.
That is also
that's
the
the
case.
thing.
Look, generally, when it comes to nuclear reactors, as far as I'm led to believe, at least, it's
meltdowns generally only happen if there's a natural disaster or the engineering of the reactor itself is faulty.
Even with my compound, even with the factor of a newly installed Wi-Fi tower and the amount of bollocks electricity that fucking Zaz is able to cook up, just by being on her fucking computer all fucking day playing RuneScape or some shit.
For the bulk of our non-space based fleet, we use steam and electric.
The compounds usually,
fleets, of course, we need to use nuclear and electric.
One thing you could do, Hoodie,
my shed usually functions off of solar and hydroelectric.
That we sell here, right? You're aware of it?
Sorry, what was that?
Sorry.
We sell a nitrous fuel here, right? It's called
nitrous fuel. I did not know about that part, but yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it's based on a wasteland recipe that I learned from the people I used to live with. One of the ingredients is a type of mineral that has very strange, it stores thermal heat. It's not magical, really.
Like a heat sink of sorts.
Yeah, it just sucks in heat and contains it. So it's
like a type of cell wall.
Another time.
You can find them near volcanoes and other such locations. There are a couple of
Could I also ask a question? By any chance, does the wasteland happen to sandstorms and high winds?
Yeah.
You could always have certain bases powered by wind. If there is heavy winds and sandstorms, wind could also be good for lighting up certain bases. But if you want a mobile mass power source, that wouldn't work for you. But if you have something just a base, wind would do just fine.
The reason why I wanted this thing to be mobile is because I can't have it in one spot. If for some reason I am caught using something that I'm not supposed to be using in a specific area, I feel like it's going to be orbital strike, considering that apparently that's a thing that the people do. But anyways,
especially considering that they don't have to put through 2 extra layers of city plate to hit us.
If you were doing it here in Severe, the likelihood of that happening is marginally smaller because they would have to shoot through the upper plate.
I was about to say, there's only 1 or 2 extra plates to worry about when trying to triangulate hitting you.
Yeah.
It'd be easier to set a hit squad in that case.
In the wasteland, it's under clear sky, my man.
Yeah, no.
Now that I'm thinking about it,
benefit, you get to see the sun. Disbenefit, orbital strikes.
If you plan to make it a moving power source, why not just have multiple different types of power all converted into one?
Well, that's
have there be some solar, some wind, some nuclear.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I have 4 different types of things that it can accept.
You could also hook up. Here's an idea: kinetic. Hook it up to the fucking wheels of the car or whatever that you're going to be using. That generates power as well.
Yeah, size
more going to be enough to power up a whole 8 chairs that take up an insane amount of power.
What I'm saying is, you don't have to rely on that alone. It's just
the most important part about this isn't really about the powder itself. It's about how you store it, so you can use it in the event that something breaks down. Because
I suppose
you can have 4 to 5 different types of energy working, but if you got no place to store it, the moment those items start going down, you're fucked.
Exactly.
See, these chairs
Power
are meant for
batteries
net
are always
running,
useful.
and the last thing I need is for someone to be stuck in a net running world just because the power went out, and that would cause permanent brain damage by that point. So I don't want that happening. Those chairs are insane.
You're using it out in the fucking waste. It's inevitable that it's going to carry risk.
You know what else you could do?
I'm gonna start heading out.
We're
closed up anyway.
No, odds are good we'll probably need to close up shop.
Inside of them.
Yeah.
Then you could store them away and place them.
Yeah.
That's what we do on board the airship. Every 20 years we go to all the airships and pluck out all of the canisters and put in new ones. Gives them the electrical they need.
I wonder if that would be enough electricity. Because I still don't know. I want to be like safe.
Currently, for my
Sorry,
compound that I live in with the rest of me kin, we have 3 types of power. We have solar, hydroelectric, and seismoelectric.
I wouldn't mind coming and visiting your stronghold.
I'd have to actually get your face, or at least the beard and helmet, onto the database in that case. Turrets are programmed to automatically shoot anyone that's not on the database.
The real question is,
biometrics,
would it
don't you
shoot
love it?
if the airship came in nearby? Would it open fire on the airship?
It would depends on if it could actually be spotted, mind you. It tends to keep an eye downwards. So unless you're landing the airship, I don't think it'd be shot at.
You see, here's how it works. When we showed up on a world, we have the space fleet. That gets us from world to world, universe to universe. When we deploy into low orbit...
You say that like you're
that's where
bringing
we
your
use
whole
the
fucking
airships.
family to meet mine.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, like, in general, we'd use the airships for, like, low orbit ascent and descent.
I'll watch you.
You know something? That hydro plant that I'm in, they, you know, how I told you how they ran out of water, and that's why the place is abandoned, that's why the river's just gone. Well, apparently, they have cooling towers, which, you know, you don't see that in a hydro plant. Apparently, I looked it up, they were trying to create a way to sustain, you know, power still, and still keep up their place, so they were trying to, like, turn it into a nuclear plant. However, a rockfall happened and broke one of the towers, so they kind of just said, "Fuck this."
Not a bad idea.
So,
Water conducts heat. Water absorbs heat extremely well.
Yeah, it does. However,
That's why cooling towers are usually filled with water.
Yeah, they are. However,
It also diffuses radiation really fucking good.
It does.
Like,
However, having it mobile, I don't know. That's gonna be difficult.
yeah, that'd be a
But then
different
again, that's
factor because
why-
then you're gonna have to worry about the weight of volumes of water. That's exponential.
Oh. Yeah.
You know, I would also like to mention. Now, this is gonna sound weird, but I mean, the people you meet here. I mean, I'm not from here. I got the whole different thing. There's multiple people from multiple different worlds and universes. Maybe they can help you. For example, one of the brews we make is called it's called the Ice Giant Mead. It uses ice giant tears. Ingredients that.
I know one thing for sure. If I'm gonna be doing like certain things, I want to make sure I can like source these things without buying them, because that makes it so you don't get caught.
I mean, hey, you already got a local of the wasteland trying to help you the fuck out with your theater
You're a
shot.
wastelander. I got a thing that I want to do soon.
And I know how to best utilize a mesa.
Later down the line, you'll have to show me your house, and hope to God it doesn't
Well,
shred
if I
you
ever
with the
actually bother to be fair, you could probably cite yourself as a traveling trader of sorts. I know I have most that visit on the database, just to make sure the turrets don't shoot when they try and visit. Especially if they visit outside of regular trading hours, mind.
But I do have a question. Is every one of your kin just as short and hairy as you?
We're all lackeys in me home. We're all born of the same man.
How many of you are there?
About 8 by me count, although with what I've caused with Lynn, probably soon to be 9.
Good God. How do you feed yourselves? No wonder you're so skinny, lad. Why didn't you tell me that this was happening?
Hey, lackey meat's lean enough as it is. I don't need myself being as bulky as you. Pack picks up most of the slack on that front. Plus, I mean, for fuck's sake, these legs are as strong as tree trunks.
Hey, I got a question. Do you think extraterrestrial tech would be great?
Technically, anywhere I go outside of Zephyra, my shirt's extraterrestrial take.
It'd be like that. Well, apparently there's this company called the Extraterrestrial Research and Development. So the
I guess.
The ERD.
Oh yeah, me and me kin, me and me, Jonah, Jesse, Azazel, all of us, we're all born of the same mother, a laggy just like us. Only Jesse and Junker are born of the same dad, though.
Huh. Well, no. It's always worth a try.
And ironically, the father of the family, Jonah, looked actually closest to Ma in terms of appearance.
Damn.
Yeah,
Ponytail notwithstanding.
The one that worries me about going to visit your kin is, they're all going to get very infatuated with my beard. Like, I don't like people grabbing my beard.
No, as long as you don't visit your December, you'll be right.
Why, what does that mean?
December is usually the family's heat cycle.
I don't know what that means.
Oh my lord.
month where the bit of the old breeding drive starts going a bit kooky.
Oh, you mean they want to fuck? You could have just said that, lad.
Yeah, more or less. That's the easiest descriptor, really. Hell, we even shut. Hell, to be honest, we shut down the compound we shut down the compound, no one in or out when December arrives. Usually.
See, I know that we've been friends for a bit now, but I have to tell you, I don't know these special. There's multiple.
Well, that's fair.
Just tell it to me straight. It would be a lot easier.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. The breeding month,
I did
we'll
not know
call
what
it.
was, but then the moment you mentioned everything else, that I immediately know.
Yeah, no, we stop trade, we stop in and out, because we know that outside of me, no one is capable of actually doing something because they're all focusing on that.
That does suck. Well, I mean, then what about the family Christmas party?
At the very least, usually at the very least, it's once per week, have to find some relief. So by the time Christmas does roll around, we're actually sane enough for it.
I could already see.
Or when the day of giving comes around, we're actually sane and clear-headed enough to actually bother with it.
You see, I could already imagine the mess. There's just some poor bastard coming into Detroit, and you didn't lock the facility.
Oh no, I've had that. Oh god, don't. Oh god, don't remind me. It's happened afar.
No, I just imagine, guys, I bring this Hawaiian naked.
Yeah, no, I had to pry him out of fucking Jonah's grasp and just fucking toss him the fuck out.
You see, I want you to know that I'm pretty sure I could. Now, I don't want to say this offensively, but I'm pretty sure I could fight off your kid.
Listen, it's not about fighting at that point.
Do you want to know why I feel safe visiting? Because if I need to remember the rune on my chest, I can escape.
You can barely escape. Christ alive. Listen, I missed 2 of those heat cycles because that pack over there under the stairs, when I had that on, and I couldn't actually take it off until until the Jan that passed, just like this year. That limited the libido, we shall say, very heavily. I have. How long were you listening to me explain? Or did you just walk up?
Sorry, can you guys can continue your conversation. Just relax.
Alright, but when it comes down to it,
I'd rather not talk about my kids' sex drives.
Mighty fine time.
So commonly.
I'm just gonna make sure that I don't fuck up and go during November.
December. November, we're fine.
December. You see, because if I fuck that up, I'm gonna get killed for it.
Yeah, no, I'd rather you not end up causing, you know... I'd rather you not end up getting, you know, slightly involved with the melee and end up causing a fucking tent.
You see, now, here's the thing. Hi to King Titanborn. He's fine with us being friends and interacting with everybody. From Dark Elves, Orcs, Ogres, Drow. But he draws the line at having kids with him.
Which makes sense, I get you.
Which means that I could be friends with all of your kin. I could be friends with all the Drow, all the Dark Elves, but he draws the line at having children with him. He does not allow dwarf hybrids.
Obviously. And to be honest, with your status as Brewmaster, you'd actually make good friends with Amelia and Jessie. Amelia, she's usually the the main farm hand, plus technically the mother of the family. We're all brothers and sisters, but you know, Ma and Daz are gone. Even if I still think she's around somewhere. But still. And Jessie's the main cook.
Hey guys, just doing my regular round, don't bother me.
Currently, as it stands,
the fucking cable's still tight.
100 brewmasters, we actually don't have libido.
Which makes sense.
For us to properly conjure our runes and proper job, we have to follow the ancestral god Valea.
Aye.
And Valea's the god of hearth, home, and family. Which makes you think, wait, family, then why don't you have a libido? It's because we need to focus on our jobs.
Exactly. Focus on the hearth and home.
So I actually don't have a libido. It was taken out from me during brewmaster school. Not chemically, my mind doesn't go to those places.
And that's fair.
For example, a lot of the people that are taller than me, especially the women, they, this is just an example, but they could be bouncing right in my face and I just couldn't care. I just wouldn't care.
You have a stronger one than me.
Of course, that doesn't mean that, you know, like, brewmasters have had children. My dad was a brewmaster.
Obviously. Gotta pass on the lineage
It just means that we don't openly go around was a brewmaster. Care. Suppressing it.
Yeah, no, if you want kids, it's purely for the sake of having kids. There's not really a libido to it.
Oh no, we can still use libido to have fun like that. No, don't get it wrong.
It's just that, you know,
we primarily suppress it because we have to do our job.
Yeah, I have to consciously lean into it, I guess.
It's essentially like a switch for us.
And to be fair,
we could flick it on or we could not. We have to do our job.
God forbid I readjust myself in my chair.
Ones gives them the electrical they need. We could flick it on or we.
Ugh. Fucking Flux is a right bastard.
But for example, I'd actually, you know Rin. She's the lust imp demon.
Yeah, no, the imp turned succubus.
Aye. She has the ability to detect libido/sexual desire. So I had her test it. I used my willpower to turn it off, which I normally do for my job, and she couldn't detect anything. Then I turned it back on, and all of a sudden she could.
You say it like it's a switch.
It is. That's how they train you.
They train you to have a mental switch in your head to turn it off. Fair enough.
Because, for example, I'm a medic. I work on everybody here. How do you expect me to focus on somebody with a pair of tits this big, blocking the view?
Yeah, no, I guess you need to work on Void.
Yeah,
sort of
so,
fucking God, I
when
could
it
huddle
comes
up in
down
there
to
like a sleeping bag. I sort of fucking Christ.
No wonder the zombies always so happy.
I fucking ate her. Jesus whipped. But if you did want to deal with the Freehorn family during December anyway, I could see about asking you to route through the business partner, Silas of White Point Industries.
You see, currently as it stands, though, and once again, I know it makes it sound like it's a switch, but it's not a physical switch.
I know.
I just need to think about it.
Yeah, no, if you're
And
thinking about your
in
job, you're
about-
not thinking about it. The switch flicks on its own.
Yeah, in about 90% of the time, I'm not thinking about it because I'm
Which,
brewing.
this is one of the few
talking
times
with
you are.
people, or-
Because, well, we're not talking about it.
You know, I'm not gonna hide away from it. I've told Void, like I've told people in the past they look good.
Ills.
You know, like
I can definitely say that before I had the pack able to actually be removed or disconnected, really, most December would actually do to me was make me start just more openly flirting. Hey, Marcus.
Hey, I just wondering if Toronto's been at it all, or...
Last I saw of him, he was
Make sure
heading
he's
for a
got
meeting. I
same
don't really know where he
contact
went.
information. Oh, shucks. I'll just try messaging him.
I'd assume he would be in the upper areas of... I guess I probably could ping him on the PDA. I could at least try if Flux don't try as soon as I try and access the comms, mind.
I'll just try. Just want to make sure I got the same contact info probably, and I'll message him about it. Cause if he's busy right now and got meetings, he can wait. I can just send him info over the text.
That's true. Let me try and check the comms real fast. If you can bother to function.
Sure.
He's probably having to try and find an actual signal properly.
I've still been recovering from the runes yesterday, but I'm not dying and I'm fine. So just slight.
Yeah, you'll be right. You'll be right.
Yeah, I had a bit of an update from where I got a bit of a burn. Did a little bit of experimenting, and I think I know what's up with that.
Oh?
Do you think you know what the rune kicked out?
Well, I mean, his
I
hands
got
ain't
a
scappy no more.
Weird scar. Something happened to me at one point. All you really need to know about is, I think the influence I got when I got scorched by something, that's what the funny little burning was. Otherwise, the rest of me's fine.
Alright, well, like I said,
Like
I'm not
I said,
gonna
it
pry
was
into
just a bit of a discomfort, so it's...
I'll never get your personal
gonna
life if
be
you don't want me to, but I do want to make sure that the rune did work its magic and you're fine after yesterday.
Yeah.
Alright.
I believe so. It's just a thing of like, I don't mind if you have to resort to using that type of magic on me. I'll just feel a bit of discomfort around my neck, and that'll be fine. I'm happy to go
ask
through
a bit of follow-up just to make sure that, medical-wise, not personality, not personal-wise. Medical-wise, did you feel any sense of tingling where the rune was placed on you?
At the moment, no. I don't... I
Alright,
ain't felt
then it should be good.
nothing.
If you've not felt it at this point, shouldn't be an issue. Ever since you expelled whatever that stuff was out of your stomach, have you felt any ill effects? Have you felt more tired? Have you felt sick for some odd reason?
I felt really hungry. I've had a...
But he figured the hunger part out. I'm asking about the other stuff.
Oh, I haven't really had too many symptoms or anything like that. I'm just a bit restless in general.
Alright, and I'm gonna test one last thing.
Alright.
What about holy magic? If I were to set holy magic on you, do you think it wouldn't hurt you like it did yesterday?
That's the thing. I did a little bit of a test, and I think it's the case of it would affect me. Again, like I just had that slight discomfort that started popping up.
Well, as far as I can see from the check, you're just fine. You're just dealing with the new hunger.
You know, even though holy magic might sting me a little bit for weird reasons or whatever, because it got a bit of a scratch on me, if you have no other choice, I do not mind going through the discomfort, because it really was just a little bit of a pinch. So I do not
Holy
mind.
magic is only used for stuff like this if it's an absolute possession. You just seem to have some spirit lingering within you that could have been dispelled via the rune we put on your back.
I don't know if it's completely gone. I remember seeing a visage of it being tired, like it was on the ground.
That means the rune did its job.
I mean, it is nice to see you not so scabby no more, at least.
Unfortunately, dwarven rune magic is very heavy on us.
I mean, I figured as much. So, you know, you don't really have the capacity to hold mana easy.
I would not. We are.
I just thought of something. Wait a minute. I've got a completely unrelated question.
What?
Is it like fuel tank, like little tank things that I could like put acid in? Cause there's some acid around the place where I'm living right now, like little bubbly acid pits. And
What kind of acid pits?
I was gonna put like a container out.
Like caustic acid?
Kind of flaming. Yeah. I mean, it burns flesh and stuff.
That's a caustic.
We've been putting.
Caustic flesh eating acid, watch out. Buddy.
Yeah.
Do we happen to have anything in storage for that? Jars that are
For
capable
what?
of withstanding caustic acid? Jars or
Caustic
bottles?
acid. I mean, I'm sure plastic of some kind would be nice for that, but...
I mean, it's stuff that actively burns through flesh a bit, so we got like caustic flesh eating type.
But we need something
You live
that's,
out in the
like,
way, you know the type.
anti-flesh. Yeah.
What?
You told me to come back, so I came back.
To when?
Before you said come back later, and so I have.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't recall saying come back later, but... No worries. You're not. How's everybody, at least?
Everybody...
Just
in
generally.
Oh.
Well, at least outside the garage in your road, since I haven't stepped out of the garage since I stepped in. I haven't stepped out of the garage since I stepped in.
Ramsey, do you know who Tucker is? Oh, he's dead inside. Do you know who Tucker is? Do you know who it is?
That don't he probably know. But he's got a containment circle on him now.
Places. Oh, don't do that.
Well, he's got a containment circle on him
Wait,
now.
is this actually him?
You have a containment circle.
Yeah.
Sir.
You tell you what, let me check upstairs. We'll see if we have it.
Bird skin that they wear sometimes. That
bitch. I'll check upstairs. I'll see if we have any jars or bottles or anything glass that's able to hold caustic acid. We've got bottles of oil, so we've got. But we've got bottles of oil. We're bound to hold some of that. I mean, we had a jar that was able to hold LF's universal solvent. We should have another jar around somewhere. It's just a matter of me having to scour through the fucking boxes. Actually, with that being the case, I'll need Hoodie. You'll actually be able to reach the upper boxes.
Oh no, he's gonna do a tail spin. Step back, step back! Oh, that can kill a bristles.
Jesus wept. You're coming with me upstairs. You can actually reach the upper boxes.
Oh, so that guy was in hell, but then my friend Happy
Yeah, you need to stretch your fucking
with
legs.
his magical crystal that does fuck all. It sent a person to hell the other day. And then it
Don't throw each other into the fucking furnace while we're busy searching.
I don't know about you, but I think one of them looks fire. Anyways, and it's just.
Good joke on Ember. Right. Let's look for a jar or a
that's
bottle
okay.
of some sort that can able to withstand caustic. I mean, Tarant had a jar that was able to hold fucking universal solvent from LF. We should have another one have another one of them around somewhere. I'll check the lower shelves, you check the upper shelves, eh?
Something that can withstand acid, basically.
Aye. I know what the boxes over on the other opposite shelving do. They're usually the plates and the wiring and shit. No, this is a beer bottle. Why is there?
Oh, you're
Whatever.
there. Okay.
I don't know why there's a beer bottle in here.
Some people are drunk.
Knowing the bollocks that happens around a garage, I'm not surprised. Like the one time I brought a fucking moonshine bottle into a garage, it accidentally turned into a lesson to teach that purple bird sesame about how to smelt glass. Any luck?
Does it have to be caustic acid or whatever?
I mean, the acid that Marcus was describing was caustic flesh-eating type. That in the swamp around. You know the type. You're in the fucking way, same as me.
Well, I don't think
the shite that smells like absolute salt. The shite that smells like sulfur, like sulfur-esque candy. You know, the kind of acid that smells like someone trying to make beef jerky out of brimstone, you know?
Yeah.
You get me. Oh. Oh, that's a hefty one. This might do.
Hey,
Butchers.
this could probably work.
Yeah, butchers, let's see. This looks pretty, this looks pretty thick.
Well, this also looks pretty thick too.
Well, if we're not too sure, we could sell him both anyway.
Yeah.
As a just in case. Buy one, get one free. Fuck it. What's Tarant gonna do? Yell at us?
Exactly. Well, then again, I got 1,000.
What's Tarant gonna do? Yell at us? I recently came into possession of 2 more million credits because of Levy's passing. Poor bastard.
I was thinking, alright, so this right here is a type of
Right, we got 2 jars here. We can have you we can have you like feel the weight on them and see how they feel for you. See which one you want. And if you can't make a decision, you'll have buy one get one free. Fuck it. What's Tarant gonna do? Yell at us?
This is pretty good weight, I suppose. I don't know how heavy the weird muck in the swamp is, but I was gonna use these jars to collect some of that acid.
Liquid weighs pretty exponentially via liter volume, to be honest.
Yeah. You know what? I think I can handle this. I'm just thinking, I got like.
Test the one hoodie brought out.
Giant gators.
See how that feels for you.
Alright.
Here, let me.
Alright. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty hefty. I like it. You know what? I like it. Both.
Flux hitting both of us.
How much for both of them?
I'd wager this is probably made out of sturdy stuff, so I'd wager.
Yeah, if you're out with pounding both of these, I'd make use of them for however much you'd let me have them.
I was saying buy one get one free. Again, what's Tarant gonna do? Fucking yell at us for this shit? I mean, he didn't tell us that they were in separate boxes.
I'm always happy to pay a little bit more later if he's a little bit annoying.
We'll say 175 for one of them. And if it manages to work out, you can pay the same price for the other.
That's fair enough. Oh, that's a fair price in my opinion, especially for what it's meant to hold.
Hey.
And they're quite
And I know what type of
tough-looking,
acid you're talking about. Let me hazard a guess. Does it smell like someone trying to make beef jerky out of brimstone type of smell?
Yeah, it's got a little bit of that kind of sulfur.
Aye, very
sulfurous
sulfurous type. Aye. I know the type.
Sulfurous in a way, especially when people start kicking corpses into the acid pits.
Oh fuck me! You're not supposed to do
A little bit
that.
more bacon like. Yeah.
Yeah, that causes it to
Well, what do you
swell.
mean by that? Yeah, there's like a whole flare up that goes like that every single
Aye,
time
it
people
starts
do it.
spraying acid everywhere. That's very localized acid
Yeah,
rain
not
at that
good.
point.
Yeah.
Not great.
Yeah.
Especially not of caustic acid. Regular acid rain is just
Yeah,
rain that stings.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, especially when the corpses kind of just crawl into the pits themselves.
The less I know.
Yeah. How many corpses?
Okay, the less I
75, you
know,
said?
Marcus, I've not had any corpses in the waste try and drag themselves into trying to make trying to leave marks on the world the same way
You
a
know,
tree
they're
would
busy
lay
trying
acorns.
to get to like a person, and they don't care if there's a fire pit or an acid pit in front of them. They just kind of crawl through it, and then they stop. Which, you know, on one end, that's good. Sorry, he's the same fire.
Automatic disposal, like, saves you effort on disposal, but on the other hand, it's into an acid pit.
On the other hand, acid rain.
Fuck me sideways.
Alright,
But,
I'll carry these.
Trying to get us something to eat.
Probably that jerky made of brimstone analogy probably ain't too far off from people that are probably trying to crawl for food. Poor bastards in that case.
But hey, I'm gonna carry these, and maybe the fellas back at the Stompwick, they appreciate
Who
these.
have you got helping you regarding these, by the way? I know the dwarves were helping you, presumably expel the scabbiness.
Anyway.
They're all about holy
This
shit.
stuff, completely different issue I'm dealing with, but, the things the dwarf folk are helping me with is, I had a contractor from LF on me for like almost 2 years now.
Oh, shit, was that what the scabbiness came from?
Acid burns.
Oh, shite. Yeah.
I was fighting my contract.
Jesus,
She's
weird.
giving me some kind of disease. I gotta keep fighting her to stave off the illness.
I see.
It'll pop back up
Well,
again. Even
certainly
worse.
looking a lot better, so I'd say she'd have to try a little harder than that, eh?
Save you, love you.
I believe so.
Although that does make me think at some point I'm gonna end up on LS radar, and that's gonna make me wonder if I'm gonna get a fucking contractor after me at some point. And if that's the case, if they end up trying to go after me fucking family.
I know you're a good fighter, but I've been hesitant in reaching out to certain people because everyone that gets brought in.
Aye, aye.
You have a good one too. I hope you're able to stay out of it for as long as you can, because I know everyone that ends up trying to help out gets dragged in. I mean, that's why I'm in the position I'm in the first place.
I mean, I've taken the
I
fight
went
to
on
their
a little
station
mission
before.
to defend the meat rack, and then I left fancying putting a bounty on my head.
I get you. Probably not best for us to discuss this on the benches if you want to head inside the garage to natter.
You know what? Yeah.
After all, it's a comfier seat there than here, at least. I could close showers, it's not like we're actually bothering to do shite today. Actually, why do you help me close this? I'm a little too short to hit the fucking shutter button.
Oh yeah? Is it this switch?
No, on my side.
Oh.
Hey, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, it's up there. I can't exactly reach without lifting me sin up by the fucking, hey.
This one?
Flux will hit you, I'm afraid,
Like
but
that?
there you go. It's one thing to close the shutters, it's another thing to lock it, so we'll be fine.
Okay.
I think the button to lock the shutters is in Terran's right? So, at least I assume, anyway. Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, I'm assuming I've got tags and stuff like that. Stuff like that.
In that case, I can take the other wrist.
So it's fixed. Okay. One armchair and on the other.
So, is that Sentinel lass helping you out with it, or as well, or? As well, or? Nah.
Oh, I'm flux.
The longer the street, yeah, no, the longer the streets are open, the more flux tends to get involved. Annoyingly, sadly. I was gonna say
I'm trying to keep some people in the loop if I find more information. Where I gotta go to try and find my contractor, or where she kind of hiding like a solution or something.
I imagine you've got. I've already got. Annoyingly, I've already got enough on my plate.
Yeah. That's a big thing. A lot of people are already dealing with a lot of LF bullshit.
And I've already dealing with a different corporation's bollocks.
My life's on the line, right?
Hey.
Oh, shucks.
Dealing with a fucking Shadow Corp. Probably not the same one that you seem to natter with in the cafe on occasion.
You got enough folks that know about your issue to help out? Cause, hell, it's about everyone helping with LF. I don't got too many people I trust enough.
I've already got a good chunk.
To help me with mine.
I've already got a chunk of folk that usually I try to work with to try and help deal with this fucking shadow bollocks. Presumably not the same folk that, you seem to have fraternizing with in the cafe. I mean, they don't look it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I do have
ironically, mainly because those shadow folk you seem to be associated with. Ironically, since the folk you seem to be associated with, those shadows, have teeth. They don't. I've noticed.
You know Sentinel?
I bought a coffee from her on occasion. She seemed alright. I was there when MZ was helping her with a signal blocker thingamajig.
Oh. Is there anything like repair kits or things like that for the chases that could buy equipment, so if it's in the cafe where she's working sometimes, she can use that? I just want to make sure she has more resources, because, Bail 9, it gets attacked sometimes, and we wait for an engineer.
And I can't be there all the time.
It's just like a little thing that stabilizes her.
And I can't be there all the time. It's not me home, after all. And while me and Terrence are practically synth doctors, our usual workplace is here. Kit. So, hey, I could try to take a look. All right?
Do you know?
I could try to take a look,
I trust and if your I can't opinion easily... on whether or not there's like a good repair kit or something.
Hey, tell you what,
I don't
actually.
mind paying hefty for it.
I spotted him still in the comms. I could see about briefly pinging him.
Yeah, sure. I appreciate your opinion.
You still properly using this frequency, Tarrant? I need to ask you something about storage.
I'm still on the comms. I can close up shop once you're done.
Yeah, no, shutters are already closed right now. I was just wanting to see if we had any spare synthetic repair kits lying around in storage.
Storage? What, synth repair
Marcus
kits?
is asking.
Specific kits?
Or at least, I guess, mechanical repair kits type shit.
I mean, we probably do somewhere. I'd say that they're more vehicle. We should get some. Yeah, have a look around. You might be able to get like one of these vehicle kits and maybe just jostle some things around so that it's more synth appropriate.
Hey, fair enough. I can work with that.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Right, we have vehicle repair kits, and I can see about retooling them to be more for synthetics.
I appreciate it.
I'll get a bike repair
Also,
kit.
likewise,
I'll at least try and find it.
I just want to offer on the other end of all this that not just financial, like money compensation, but if you do have anyone that gets hurt and y'all dealing with your issues, which you won't say out loud, oh boy, I'm happy to provide medicine, other things like that, more discreetly.
I mean, I do still recall what you did here, at the very least. When I had 45 ACP ripped through me fucking bicep. Not right.
Of course, I don't know the nature of these things, but if you can imagine with how I work, I do deal with more paranormal issues as a doctor.
Technically similar with me, except I guess the shadows have guns.
Same over here.
Although I imagine yours are still actual guns, and not trying to scale up to how powerful you are type shit.
Well, most of them it seems
weird
like they
cursed
can't get
bullets, it feels
on
like.
their back.
Weird cursed shadow bullets
stuff
type of
is
thing.
also kind of manifested.
Well, I've seen a gun leave holes that look like it came from a 50 cal or 45 ACP in some folk, but hits my armature, and since it's working off of my body strength, it's only 9mm dents.
The shadow folk where I come from, the guns are stuck to them, more like shadowy apparitions, so yeah. They're also kind of shadow weapons.
I see.
It's kind of soul-bound to them. They can't get with the weapon they
Tell you what,
died with.
let me go grab the bike pack. Actually, you help me just in case it's on the upper shelf.
Yeah.
Then I could see about retooling it to be a synthetic repair, since I know what usually is most effective. Get some nano screws, get some spare circuit pieces, get some wiring. Yeah, no worries. You're free to stay. If anyone questions why you're still in here, say that you're on me and Hoodie's half, eh?
I'm not sure if anyone can even see in there though, which would be good.
Well, I mean, they're probably gonna look. Security might question if people are, trying to stow away in businesses. I wouldn't be surprised if it's happened to far. Okay, so let me get some spare items from boxes I know what contains in. Some spare wire spools. Try and get some small ones. There it is.
A Fox Tech thought I was trying to assassinate them as it is, so you never know what happens next, right? It's like, hey, standing there. Fucking minding my business, basically.
Not sure how fucking Jonah's gonna feel about the factor of, well, a mate of mine ended up biting the fucking dust, but also as a matter of, I guess. Fucking flux. What was I saying? Oh, aye. But also in his last will, he bequeaths upon, a friend of his 2 fucking million credits. Hell, I've had less as apologies for shit they've done to me in the past. Let's get some extra plating just in case, smaller platings. Since he's wanting kits, something that's actually easy to carry, just in case, or at least something to keep around. So probably medium size.
Yeah.
Any luck on finding like one of those bike repair kits or such?
bike repair kit. Yeah, they're supposed to be up here. Oh my god, I can't even see. Oh, wait.
It's in the darkness.
Oh wow, no, that made it better. Okay, now I can see better. Okay. Okay. I don't know
Well,
what
you
the hell
get
happened, but
well,
my
you got
ears
some
just
carrots into
unplugged.
your eyes.
Yes, I eat carrots for. I don't know.
Yeah, no, contrary to popular belief, rabbits don't actually eat carrots that much.
Nope. They eat grass.
Maybe if I wanted to look like a fat bastard, then maybe I would, but hey, I don't, so...
Where did they get the concept of that?
I don't actually fucking know. I blame cartoons, I'm going to assume. I'm going to assume it came from that.
What's up, guy?
Right, some alloy plates. I don't know where the screws are kept.
What's up, Doc? And eat a freaking carrot in front of them.
Well, maybe
Probably
downstairs when
looking
you
at me
found
like
it.
Well, I found something, but I'm not sure if it's the one.
Well, any amount of repair kit that's able to be reasonably carried is at least something.
Oh wait, that's car parts. Oh shit. Hold on.
You know, that's just parts. That's not gonna... It'll hold me wait.
Wait. Oh. Well, this is it?
Show me.
Yeah. I think this is the one.
Aye, that'll do it. Come on then. Let's see about retooling.
I think we only had like one.
Don't go shirtless. I think the forge would overheat. Alright, let me grab the box of nano screws. Aye. Right. We got a bike repair kit, and I've got a good chunk of extra items that are useful for synthetic repair.
Yeah. Gotta sell these after also.
Alright.
How much for that?
Set it down on the table, I'll see about inserting new stuff to it.
Alright, so...
I'll say for all of
see what
these,
it has in there real
extra
quick.
plates of various types, nano screws, well, half a box of nano screws, some small bits of gold, copper, iron, steel wiring and such, just in case, just as like a catch-all. I want to say...
I would
750? Since it's meant to be a put-together? More or less a doctor's kit for synthetics, really.
Very important. Yeah. That's a big thing. I appreciate this. Having it in the cafe for her. It means a lot.
Aye, or whoever else works there in your road. I remember hearing someone by the name of JW.
I got 2 people to help with. Yeah. I don't know if he needs the same things, but hopefully there's some stuff in there that...
I mean, listen, I don't know how fucking... I know they call themselves... Oh. Ugh. I know they call themselves drones. I don't know what goes into them. Best to be... Nice to at least have it, you know? Better to have it and not need it, you know? What we're getting here is at least technically an insurance policy. They should be able to help you out just in case, you know, JW or Miss Sentinel ends up, getting shot to shite. Help.
Oh, thank you.
Should includes a spare welding device as well.
Oh. Okay, I got the 750. I can wire it over.
Yeah, we can have a
Also,
compy for
if
it.
you got anyone helping you with your thing, and you got any issues,
I've got a lad by the name. I've got 2 main people I look to for it. A colonel by the name of Cross, and a commander by the name of Jones. They're currently helping. They're currently hiring me on to help look into this shadow business. All right, let me. All right, feel free to scan in.
There we go.
Alright, that should do it. Clear. Watch out. Alrighty.
Thank you. Take my lead.
And personally, I'll call the extra jar for the acid on the house. Alright?
Thank you. Thank you.
And I know you're not enough of a... well, I definitely know you're not a scabby enough business owner to try and take it out of the wages of your employees anyway. After all, it's already left your arms.
Yeah.
You'll be right. And if nothing else, 175 out of my own pocket ain't gonna be too bad.
Things keep getting more intense. I don't feel like I give them much a raise too much enough. I feel like they deserve more money. But things are being tough and scarce.
I'm just an inchy trying to do what I can. And well, I'm a daft enough bastard to try and think blood would power hydraulics
like
well
I said,
enough.
If people need some healing or medication and it's a bit sucks. About paper trails.
Hey, if I can't get hospice work, if I get badly shot up from like a mission I've got later at night, hopefully I can count on you to show up tomorrow to help fix me. Here, let me at least unlatch this so you can hook it open your sin. There.
There we go.
Alright. Head out through you two.
Safe travels.
See you.
Yeah.
Pleasure doing biz. Pleasure doing biz. I need to make sure they're right down on the docket anyway. 175 for a jar. 250 for reserving large steel plates. And then 750 for bike repair kit converted into synthetic repair kit. 750 being a combination of most of the materials. What time is it, any road? Sure, it's 7 minutes past closing. Sorry for making you a lot away, although the flux definitely is getting a bit narky on it. Shite.
Oh, shucks. Hell, I might just like say
Yeah, no, Flux is having a narc on.
Oh, man.
You get your sin back, alright? And if you need me help over at Bay, you can always let me know on the ring, eh? You've probably still got access to the Rax comms, ain't you?
I do.
Or at least you can PM me through there. I haven't heard word back from who Scrapper was looking to get me in contact with. Hope they're not going through with it already. I wouldn't be surprised if the next time I show up on the radar is either helping out Marcus or somebody else. Show up, Jonah. I've shown him up on by not dying for this long, and I'll show him up by finding Matt. Besides, he's got a fucking dragon to suck on when he's if he's getting too stressed. Christ alive.
I just find it so much more fun when you just like getting fancy out here.
I have ducks.
Look, no. All you need to do is just.
Oh, you're just sliding on the ground normally. They're using psionics to do it.
That's just sliding. Or I guess with the smoke, it's more skidding.
I was about to say, that's...
Jesus whipped.
You're gonna need a new pair of boots very fast.
Yeah, no, that's gonna wear down the soles right quick.
Is that what you were wanting? Is that what you were hoping?
It is pretty funny.
Come on. Oh, just...
Sure, those are pretty decent boots, but how heavy duty are they? Oh, shite!
Toronto, you avoided getting hit by a horse's hair sling. You're lucky today.
No frictionless?
Jesus whipped.
Are you still sliding?
Okay, so all you need to do is you just need to get to run up and
right.
That just means you're gonna be one of those guys who's like, man, I'm broke. What's going on? And then you look at it like, why do I have to keep it's like $100. Yeah, it's like, you know.
There's a reason I don't go sliding down, the hillsides of sandbags. Erosion builds up right quick.
I can't do anything as advanced as Ottawa could, and I think like Ottawa was inspired by Sokoto, so I think Sokoto's the main reason Ottawa tried learning it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it anymore. You can stop thinking about it.
And that's the dangers of sliding.
I did nothing.
I bashed my knee on something, Christ.
Jesus, shite, you're right.
Ooh, yep, that was...
Heard some right fucking asphalt burn on that one, Jesus.
Oh, that was fourth dimensional, that was. Sheesh.
Fucking hell.
Yep, I'll live.
I mean, you've lived through getting dicked on the head by a number of actors.
Yeah, okay, that was... Yeah, that was the thing. Fucking hell. Oh, shit, my knee. Fuck. Okay. But yeah, this power slide. Like, power sliding, just practicing power sliding while jumping on some railings. That's what I'm gonna be doing now.
I don't think I could do that with it. I don't think I could do that with this one.
Just Tony Hawk Pro Skater on those things.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about the little hook points?
Not on it, but like, you know, the edge.
Well, fair on.
Yeah.
I mean, I keep thinking it's more a heel. I keep thinking it's more just a factor of people managing to install Heelys into their fucking boots. They're able to do this shit.
Some people do. But you know that there's a lot of magically inclined people who just feel like they can just do it regardless.
Well, that's fair. I mean, to a very minor extent, I'm magically inclined.
I can slide. Just go around.
I'm also thinking you can just get like wheels that attach to your shoe. You don't necessarily have to get.
I mean, maybe I could do that, but that would have to be me doing it real slow. And that's not really sliding. That's very very slow, like forward sidling, I guess. Like
it's really not that hard. You just get
like that, like that. You can't even see me feet moving.
You just get some wheels. You slap them on.
Yeah, exactly.
Moving slow enough for it.
So it doesn't fall down immediately. Is all I'm saying.
I mean, I am somewhat of a...
okay,
come on. You need to just learn that. I'm more
that's a skill
things, you know.
Well, she's getting the hang of it.
I don't deal with tiny stuff.
Okay.
Mostly with engines and vehicles.
What about
Like
those?
roller skates.
Okay, I think for
Rocket boots
Rest
weigh
alive.
quite a lot.
You
What
said
I'll
something,
need
sorry, you
to
said
carry.
something about like engines or something like that.
Okay.
No.
That's
I
what
was
Oh, so
that's
you work on.
He's an engineer. He works on actual vehicles, don't you know?
Oh wow, look at you. I'm also a mechanic. I also work on vehicles. Ooh.
Okay, what vehicles do you work on?
Cars.
Yeah, Turk.
Yeah? Okay, come on. Okay, show me your cars. You too. You have to show me your car. Show me your car.
Well, it's a working progress. I can show you more than a car.
I don't know.
I can show you a mech. How about that?
I tried to stop you and I just went with you.
Well, it isn't for me.
You're twisting the arm. Okay, let's...
Sure, I've been able to work on hover bikes, hover cars. Ooh, hover cars, dune buggies, trucks. VTOL copters at one point, but I was more salvaging than actually working on it.
Okay, so, like, everyone knows that
A little
I've
bit of
got
mech
the
work.
shit box. Everyone knows I've got the truck.
Yes.
And
How about
some
your fucking
people know...
spider tank?
Okay, the spider tank is one thing, but do you know about the hover bike?
No, that it's beautiful.
I don't think so.
You should drive
the
it
hover
more.
bike. Yeah, exactly. It's sort of like...
It screams, drive me.
No! But it's the last thing I have of my dad's, so you know.
That's true. You know?
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Cherish the memory or
Yeah.
have a cool
Yeah,
ride?
I don't want to
You
get
know
it
what
for
you should do?
today.
Oh, Christ!
What
Ah!
you should do, if you don't wish to drive it,
Ah, if I wanted a face full of your arse, I'd have asked for it.
stick your metal.
Yeah, no, your back certainly slammed into the metal part of it.
My dad's hover bike halfway to a wall. I'm not
No, not
doing that.
halfway. Put it in its whole state, just on the wall, as a decoration, as a memory to your father.
It'd be easier to put it on a log plinth.
Look, I still...
Put it on a shelf.
There's no...
Just a giant shelf.
There's no plinth space in the garage anyway, so...
No.
I have sliding adventures too.
Aside from putting a real sturdy shelf above one of the shutters, I guess.
Oh god, no, it's, look, I'm gonna have to figure something out, because I do want to see if I can get it...
Why?
The garage really could do with some decoration as well, to be honest.
Okay,
Well, not even counting the bike, I did.
Where's all the pictures of hot babes?
I mean, there is a hot picture of a hot babe. It's the T-bone tuna. Like, you know...
Well, that's like the logo.
Yeah, but it's called T-Bone Tuners.
Our logo is a hot babe.
Yeah, but Taran, here's an extra factor. Here's an extra factor on this. It's called T-Bone Tuners. Where's this?
Okay, so what? Do you want, like, I'm not just going to have multiple, pictures of, like, post-up women, because, you know, we've got to do that
We'll get some post-up
mandatory,
men.
diversity thing. Yeah, okay, I'm not sure how I feel about having pictures of oiled up men in
That's
the
not what I'm
garage.
meaning. I mean, you're tolerating me. I've been shirtless the entire time I've been in Severa.
Yeah, but like you aren't oiled up in... Well, okay.
Bobby, do you want me to be?
Grease oil. Like, no. Seats. No. We are not doing the calendar boys.
I mean, that could potentially try to profit at some point, wouldn't it? Oh, shit. Shit, you alright?
Nah, I'm fine. Hold on, what's this? Turtle escape!
Jesus, wait. Oh. Jesus fucking Christ.
Inertia.
It's just sound really
Yeah.
now.
You say that like fucking Ollie and Mickey wouldn't be for it.
Well, he calls himself old.
Mickey?
Oh, that's true.
Mickey.
Mickey, yeah, Mickey. I mean, yeah,
You're the
Mickey would.
Then again, I don't know.
No, I thought he said Nicky with an N, and it's like, who's Nicky?
I was like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Honestly, I think, I'd love to get more decoration, but it would have to be something that would be rather performant, I guess. It's gonna have to be.
Oh no, maybe get some like jokes of like electrician wanted, experience required this time, and it's like a picture of just a ash covered like imprint of boots on the ground. Or some shit.
Actually, yeah, kind of funny.
That would be pretty good. That would be pretty good. Although some people might interpret that as a help wanted.
I just bit the fucking curb, literally. What's up? You just curb stomped yourself.
Okay. Do you want me to stop it?
I'm kind of spinning, but I'm good. I've been through worse.
There's a lockdown in the rest of the waterfront. We're just goofing around here.
Yeah, look, that's
True. And I realise. Oh, hang on. I'm getting a buzz from me last. I think that's me sign to go home.
I think I can feel free.
Okay. Alright. Then, yeah. Alright.
Thank you.
Listen, at some point, someone other than me or you is going to ask the idea of why not get some like pin-up posters of business leaders or some shit.
Okay. Have you seen me without a shirt? It's not like that amazing. I'm not that astounding. I'm just.
I didn't know if you were volunteering.
I mean, not everyone can be as perfect as my chest.
Okay.
I kid.
Alright, hot shots down.
I kid.
Watch out.
Okay, alright.
Watch this cool ass handstand slide. Sakoto can't do this.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, no, that's going to be a bit of a balance of doing.
Okay.
A foot forward. And it looks clean. Ow.
I am acrobatic. Except for that, I know that wasn't clean. You're lying.
Acrobatics does not account for the laws of friction.
Alright, I'll head home anyway. I'm sure Lynn'd appreciate a pin-up picture of me, actually. That could be a nice gift to get to her. Maybe I can at least do some enjoyment with her before I head on the mish. After all, Lass is definitely deserving it. As you're concerned, I wouldn't be fucking surprised if doing this show for Cross and Jones is gonna land me in fucking Jones's hospice care, and then Jonah's gonna have to come over to Rack instead. Or maybe you have an excuse for Zaz too. I don't know. And frankly, I don't want to think about it because I don't want to. So I'm gonna at least try and make sure I don't get hurt like that. Actually, wait, no, what am I doing? I should just use the parking garage for it. That way I'm not accidentally hijacking the teleport system. And people don't tend to look behind this. To home coordinates from here. Go. Alright. Lord knows I need a smooch. Lord knows I need a smooch lane anyway.